Civilized times in other parts of the world, or midnight in Paris. Okay. We are here and we're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu, and specifically a new scenario by David Harris, which is in the Reign of Terror setting. Voila. Which is a book in which I have written words. And along with James Coquillard, Darren Watson, and Love. And was honoured here in Australia winning the Arpia Award for Best Scenario.
Bravo!
So I have good news. There will be a sequel. Yay! So there's a companion volume of scenarios in which Alex has written one of the storylines, and we're going to be previewing that here today. All right, let's meet as friends before things go wrong. Please introduce yourselves as actual humans, not fictional people. Ta-da.
Hello, I'm Richard Watts. I'm actually an old housemate of Mark's from the 1980s. He was at my 18th birthday in 1985. We go back a while. I've written for Chaosium, a couple of other role-playing companies. These days I'm an arts journalist, so this is the first time I've played Call of Cthulhu in over 10 years.
I have written a scenario in Net's Grand Terror book, and other than that, I just play in person or in
I'm Melody, a games designer, writer, editor. I'm really excited with the French Revolution, because normally I write about the Russian Revolution, so it's like an interesting step back in time. You can follow me at Magic Space Girl on Twitter.
Welcome, comrade.
Thank you.
I'm Brian Holland. I work in the tabletop and digital games industries, primarily as a writer and consultant. You'll be able to read some of my words in an upcoming supplement for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, so I look forward to that, and excited to maybe break my brain. My pals.
What's a little brain breaking playing with friends?
My name is Mark Morrison. I write for Call of Cthulhu, and I'm also part of Campaign Coins. It's exciting to be telling a story here by this river in this place, because stories have been told here for 60,000 years. So it's nice to be part of that continuum. So consequently, we're on the traditional lands of the people of the Kulin Nation. So welcome you here, as long as elders past, present, and emerging that may be present. And it's nice to be part of that stream. So our story takes place in a nation that was colonising places like Australia. In fact, in France, 1789. It said of the French Revolution that it was completely inevitable, but that nobody saw it coming. And so King Louis XVI and the court of Versailles, out of touch, the people entirely being taxed by church and state. They were the third estate. They had no voice in Parliament, no constitution. Unlike the English, who had killed their king. Clearly, people are taking notes. It came to a flashpoint, and the people right here, rose up. The sans-culotte, which is without trousers. It doesn't mean they don't wear pants, it means they don't wear fancy pants, they don't wear pantaloons. And it came to a flashpoint that the king was in Versailles, the people had been agitating, they'd signed a constitution, they met at the tennis court, and there was a rumour going around that the king was about to order the army, and we have people here, characters who are in the army, order the army to fire on the people. So in July 1789, there were 3 days of rioting, at the end of which the people realised that they needed muskets and gunpowder, and they stormed the Bastille. Fantastic, as you do. So we're going to introduce now the fictional people and hear about who they are. And mostly I want to know, what did you do on that day? All right, so as I try to grab this here. All right, now, fantastic preview here from the new Reign of Terror book. This is the new character sheet layout. How fantastic is this? From Chaosium's a special preview provided by Mark Morrison. Still some bugs to work out, font size, but looking fancy. And I'd also like to say we are sitting here with all this fantastic technology from Arkenforge. Check out arcanforge.com. We've got this amazing virtual table. I've got all kinds of instruments here to do hideous things to them. And it's a wonderful way to present games at home if you have a flat screen setup or on screen. So Arkenforge is the business. But Melody, tell us about Ugel.
Okay, so I'm Martin Hugel. I'm a soldier, somewhat awkwardly, as I took the position of my husband Joseph after he was injured, and so we still needed to kind of make a living. So I started pretending to be him so that I could be in the army. That's not an issue anymore after the revolution. It's still a bit awkward though. But at the time, I was pretending to be Joseph Hugel. I was under the command of Renaud over here. At the Bastille.
Well, this is the moment. This is the moment. So Renaud has gathered you and commanded from the king, we must defend the Bastille. So you can see him heading towards there. Are you going to go inside that fortress and defend it? 3, 2...
Yeah, I am not.
What do you do?
So instead, I first making eye contact with my comrades over here.
All right. Which comrade are you making eye contact with?
Renaud.
Renaud. Then we need to meet him. We need to meet him right now. All right. So, Brian, who are you?
I am Thierry Renaud, and I've always had capital O of about and I think it was on this day in particular, making eye contact with,
As the French say.
So you can see Ugel, who's from Breton, is a proud
pouring with
peasant.
sweat.
All right. You know at home, your wife and
my
your children,
two
your
babies.
beautiful daughters are absolutely relying on things being as they are to be fed. There's a lot of hunger. You're currently putting food on the table. What are you doing, Renaud? What on earth are you talking about?
I mean, if there's any
Shut up, you!
I think
It's in Renaud's head!
I can't keep killing my fellow people. I can't do it. I can't do it.
All right,
And
so...
there's a psychic connection.
We can
Absolutely,
see there's
yeah.
some hesitation.
Understanding.
I'm very interested to know, therefore, in this moment of hesitation, as we say, get him out of the way and then bring in Dupois. Dupois, the most dangerous man with a knife in Paris, or indeed all of Europe. You can see Renaud, who has led you as a staunch monarchist and a Catholic into many sticky situations, and he seems to be hesitating in this moment. What are you going to do? And who are you, Dupois?
I am hungover, I am frustrated and surly, and the peasants are revolting. They are literally revolting. Sergeant, we must do something. Defend the Bastille on the right of the king.
No, we're
The God-given right of the king.
You should put your knife down.
Okay, so the governor and the Swiss Guard are calling you into the Bastille. This is a are you in or are you out moment. All right, are you in or out? 3, 2, 1.
We're out.
You stay. What do you do, Dupois? They are hesitating.
He's my commanding officer.
I know, and he's deserting. Dereliction of duty.
Get out of here. Come with us. Run.
I'll arrest him.
Fantastic. Good. I didn't think that was going to happen. All right. So he is pointing his musket at you and ordering you into a produce. You're
Yes.
arresting him.
Dupois,
This is our duty.
you have no duty left. Things are falling, things are changing, times are changing. Look at England. You can't do this anymore. If it was me out there on the other side, you'd be with me then, so let's do it now.
Oh God, I've served with him for so long. I can't betray him now.
All right. Okay. Mass desertion. Fantastic.
No one gets killed in the prologue.
All right. Nearby in the crowd, come to be part of this historic moment, is a woman in riding trousers and a woman of action. Tell us about Adeline LeBlanc.
Well, I'm definitely storming the Bastille.
Right. Perfect.
There is no moral quandary here.
I am doing it for the people, particularly for the women. What we really need is a Declaration of Rights for women, and I really think a pike regiment would work.
All right, so at that moment you desert your duty, but are on the right side of history. As we know around from history that there was a huge scene in the square for 5 hours. Eventually, the governor surrendered, and the people stormed. Who would like to arrest the governor?
Sure.
You arrest the governor. Excellent. All right.
Without a doubt. If I'm already, on this side, I'm going to commit.
All right. And coming up next to you is Jacques, and he says, "Good work, Ugel. Hold him."
Of course. Thank you, Citizen.
All right. He stabs him. And stabs
Whoa,
him.
that got
and
unexpected.
Stabs him again. Who would like to stab the governor?
Yes.
Stabbing.
I hand a knife to Dubois.
I'm not
So-
stabbing the governor.
All right.
You have blood on your hands, you
You're
do
the
it.
most dangerous man in Paris with a knife.
This is what happens to your revolution. Instant bloodshed. They cut off his head, stick it on a pike, and parade it around the square. What do you reckon?
I want the
Evelyn?
pike. I'm not going to engage in the stabbing, but I think this is probably a positive outcome for the people.
Proudly carry the pike, though.
If it was a
Yeah.
pike instead of a knife.
Well, it's dripping at this point.
Ugel, you are covered in blood and a hero because you were the first person who said, "We will stand on the right side of history. We will stand here." And so you are beloved. You are beloved of the people. And you get home that night, and Martine is like, "What have you done?" And what has you done? What has France done? What has the people done? They have declared for themselves. They have the Declaration of the Rights of Man. They have a constitution. They have ended their monarchy. The king goes to Versailles. The women shame him with the Women's March. They managed to get him out of Versailles and the Austrian Queen Marie Antoinette, and they moved to Paris, where several years later they attempt to escape. They are caught because someone recognises the king's profile from a coin, and because they took too much food because they're stupid, and dragged back. There is a riot, a bloody riot in the Tuileries, Paris in 1792, where people have had enough and try to get in there and kill the Swiss Guard. Who's taking part in that riot?
Oh,
Who is
absolutely.
taking this? Are you murdering people that day?
Well,
There are
not
men
me
and women involved.
personally, but
You're there.
I'm certainly
Okay.
inciting
All right, make a
violence.
sanity roll. All right.
Right. Right, that was a good choice.
If I'm there, I'll join in. Yeah.
Are you storming? They're a Swiss Guard. Are you fighting?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
I'm
All right.
a hero of the revolution.
Roll 2d6 to see how many you kill. What are you doing?
I actually think I'm very torn. I'm at home growing a beard and chewing the hole in my cheek that I'm Dutch, and I'm trying to figure out if I did make the right decision.
All right, Dupois, what are you doing?
Weeping.
Weeping.
Just standing in
All
the
right,
street.
how many did you kill? You killed 6 Swiss Guard. The last one looked to be 19 years old. High time for you to lose 3d6 sanity, my
3d6.
Yeah, well, look, come on, just stabbing governors, like every infamous act of history of the period.
Oh,
15 points. I didn't need
I mean,
that.
you loosen them over the period of a few years.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
This is
are
fine. I have so much
quite
sanity to lose.
the
That's only when we
zealot.
started so high.
All right. So, there is a problem, and the problem is the king, who is a rallying point to people who miss those times and are worried about the way things are going, a rallying point for Catholics, a rallying point for people in the Vendée, in much of France. And he will not come to terms. He is obstinate. So Robespierre Danton, the Committee of Public Safety, realizes there is only one thing to do. The guillotine makes 3 noises. There's the thump when they push you down onto the scaffold. And then there is the chonk when they put it down over your head, and you know the next part. Whoa, bang, hit the wrong buttons. I was too excited about killing Louis again. There is his head to the crowd. What do you think, crowd?
God has abandoned France.
That's what Dupois thinks. God has abandoned France. You should lose D10 sanity for this moment. What do you think?
Oh, this is wonderful.
All right.
This is simply fabulous.
And
All
this is
right, excellent. It is a new regime, and we are literally killing the patriarch.
Very exciting.
What do you think?
I'm really worried I've made a mistake that might have cost the livelihood of my family, even though I'm pretty sure I deeply made the right decision.
And what do you think?
First step, decapitation. Second step, a free Brittany.
Yes.
Good thoughts. All right. So, indeed, all of Europe takes notice because you kill the crowned head and suddenly everybody becomes very nervous. So France is at war. You've already been at war since 1792 with the New Republic, but killing the king steps it up. So everything you're holding for, this new democracy, this new republic, this new government for the people, is now at risk. There is war coming. There's going to be, on all sides, you will be assailed by Austrians, the British, many nations, and within France. And worse, you know there will be war at sea. France needs ships. The Navy is small, and there's been a lot of changing within the Navy because of the way the aristocracy had everything was kind of merit, inheritance-based rather than merit. So ships are needed. So whatever you thought about this revolution starting, now is the moment where the Republic must be defended. So you need ships. Are you going to come back to the cause of the country now, Renaud?
I will, but my soul is torn in twain.
Torn in twain, that sounds
Always
like
so emotional.
That sounds like you're losing D6 sanity.
Decent.
All right, what about you, Dupois?
France is struggling. I must unite my old companions, and we must save France's soul before it's too late.
All right. Ugel?
Absolutely. I have my concerns that if I stop and let the momentum go, people might start asking questions about why I was impersonating my husband.
Well, that is the thing. You are incredibly popular. This is not an age in which it is necessarily good to be incredibly popular.
Exactly.
Because the Jacobins and the Girondins,
People keep
everybody
dying.
wants to be your friend, Ugel. And already things are not looking good in Brittany. Maybe you can use your influence there. But the pressures are mounting. It was safer when you were pretending to be your husband.
Yeah, I wonder if I can pretend to be someone else for a while.
All right. But you were definitely called down to you three within the New Republican Army. And Adeline, how have you been spending, like now that things are going, how have, you were demonstrating in 1789, but we're now 4 years later.
Oh, I'm still demonstrating. There's still so much to be done. We have a Declaration of Rights of Man, but there is no Declaration of Rights for women yet. And we're in all these wars. And we don't have enough men, we don't have enough ships, so why not, let women fight? So I've been protesting for that. I've also been hunting aristos and taking their money.
All right, well, for the first, there is a great feminist agitation at the time. So much so that in a right-wing newspaper of the day, because this shit never changes, they have written, "Ladies, we will not tell you how to love your children if you do not come into our meetings and tell us how to run the country." Ha!
That's fine.
Checkmate, liberals.
We'll have our checkmate. We'll have our own meetings.
All right, but however, your famous arrests, you are asked to go down to Brest and to look for ships, and indeed, there has been a report of a ship adrift in the Challenge, or La Manche, in the Channel, or La Manche, as the French will call it. They do not call it the English Channel because screw those guys. So a ship has been seen drifting, but it's clearly seaworthy. The brig the Pellerin, the Falcon, under Captain Jacques Racondet, you are invited aboard to go along and to recover this.
Okay.
Excellent. Is it seaworthy?
I wouldn't know. Never been on a boat in my life.
Really?
Can't
It's a little
swim
boat,
quite
not
as
a-
well
not a
as I would
ship.
like.
Is this the first time some of you have met since though? Yeah, you haven't seen Renault for years. He is bearded and looking haggard. So as you're all coming together from different sides, there is a meeting on the gangplank.
Renault, it's been so long.
I've heard you've been busy.
That's one way to put it. I haven't heard much about you at all.
No, that's fine as well. I heard you killed several people.
Oh,
Just
several dozen. I suppose.
young men as well.
Soldiers, fools. These things happen. We're soldiers.
Now, Miguel, this is super interesting because we know that you've lost 15 points of sanity because you're a murderer. Is this persona, like, is this just justification, or you have become that cold? Is your heart dead inside? Tell me what's going on, because you did lose
Yeah.
15 points of sanity.
Yeah. So I think it's an attempt to justify it. It's a facade to a certain extent. I'm definitely still grappling with this, but you know, you can't. If you talk about it and admit that, you've got to then think about it.
Also, it's very dangerous to talk about.
It's very dangerous to have
Easier to
any
be the
kind
hero.
of doubts. So, no, this is all completely fine.
I'm sure it is. All right. Dupois, there is your old commanding officer.
I get very red in the eyes when I see you.
Is there rum aboard?
Of course, brother.
Excellent. Miguel,
Dupois.
show me your hands. Clean.
Yes.
No blood this time.
No, it's called personal hygiene, my friend.
What?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean any offense.
I don't understand.
Rum. That'll get it off.
All right. Jacques, Captain Ragondet says, citizens, it is good that you've joined us because we look for your expertise. And here is Citizen LeBlanc. And describe yourself to them.
Oh, Adeline is wearing her riding pants, a very nice-ish coat, definitely taken off an aristo at some point. And Adeline kind of sweeps out onto the ship, completely ignores you two, and zeroes in on Martine Ugel. Martine Ugel, oh my gosh, I am such a fan.
Oh.
I am Adeline.
It's
Adeline
a pleasure to meet you,
LeBlanc.
Citizen.
It is a delight to meet you. You and I will have to catch up at some point.
I'm sure we will. About
Women in the army, just absolutely revolutionary.
Right. I see.
The revolution has gone too far.
Well, yes, absolutely. Certainly can't hurt. Let's talk.
Absolutely.
All right.
Dupois.
Hi. LeBlanc.
And this is Renault.
Oh, yes, of course. Lovely to meet
Saw
you.
you at the Bastille.
Oh, many people did.
You were at the Bastille.
Front and center.
So many faces, I can hardly remember.
Just a
them all.
blur of screaming.
Yes.
There was a lot of
Yes,
screaming.
you were quite active at the Bastille, weren't you?
Yes. I was right there
As were
in the
you,
front lines. That's
if
why
I
we
recall
all.
correctly.
After a fashion. Some people certainly think so.
So, let us aboard and let us see if we can find this ship. And we have enough crew to bring it back. You set sail from Brest. We have a lovely map of France here. We are barely using it. So there is Brest over on the. Let's use my compass. I always needed to set my direction. No, put north, man.
This way?
That's right.
All right.
It's called the Northern Hemisphere for a reason.
Otherwise, just boring.
So on the western tip of France, of course, and out into the Channel, which is dangerous sailing because that's where the English are. And France has declared war on England. So war is coming.
Par for the course, really.
And so that is why you have a frigate with many sailors and cannon for if you encounter the enemy out there. You know that it is the English tactic to blockade. They have more ships and they have better ships. So we must find a ship. Sailing out. It is March, which means the seas are rough. You are.
I don't think I'm enjoying that very much.
Everyone makes a Constitution roll, please.
You've never been on a boat before.
I am not enjoying that.
Not on a ship, just on a little boat.
Dupois and I have sea legs. Ooh, no, I don't.
My goodness, does anybody make it?
I did actually.
I got it.
Dupois does.
I'm not enjoying it, but
Sorry?
I made it.
97.
I have con 90, I rolled 24.
12.
Nope.
Okay, is that a special?
yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
it
for those
is.
who haven't kept up with Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, which is an excellent edition by Mark Morrison and Paul Fricker, building on the superb work of Sandy Peterson, if you roll under half what you need, that is a hard success, which means Dupois either has 9 Constitution or is just too hungover, and he's dealing with that to realise the deck is going up and down.
Both.
There we have these two, very good at murdering people, not so good at keeping one's breakfast in when the boat's going up and down. And Renault.
It might be because I have been taken to the bottle a bit more than recently. I think I maybe wasn't expecting it. So.
Are you sailing away from your family?
Yeah, evidently.
That's terrible. Oh, the pressure. Oh my God, you must protect them. You must protect France. And yeah, are you the woman? No, you're not the woman. Are you the man that Martine married?
Yeah, I don't even know anymore. I don't recognise myself in the mirror.
Well, she recognises you, and
that's
she knows
good to
you're a
know.
man that would not fire on the innocent. But however, these hard times.
Is Hugel hanging over the ship vomiting?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll just stand near her and sharpen my knife.
It's actually very comforting. It reminds me of old times.
It's not comforting.
Oh.
You feel awful. You've never been on a ship.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
bad.
you know what's
I know
bad?
what will settle your
You're the
stomach.
goddamn hero of France.
I know,
And
and here I am.
everybody cheered when you came on board. And
Exact.
now, can one woman have eaten so much breakfast? There's more.
I definitely didn't eat any carrot.
Not for months. So you feel miserable.
I like to walk up and I've got a long piece of string with a big chunk of like fat. So if you swallow this and then pull it back out, it cures the seasickness.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Swallow it and then pull it out.
Yes. And then pull it out with a string. Just to
All right.
This was a real thing.
He's just given you a rancid piece of fat on a string. You've got to make a hard success roll to even get that far. That is disgusting. I'm a vegetarian. I do not condone this method of first aid.
So, Constitution?
Yes, please.
And
Hard
so
success.
What, the penalty
Roll
die?
half.
So I'm going to roll half.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh my God! The dice have spoken.
Stomach of steel.
What happens with this miracle cure?
So you actually just throw up a lot.
Yeah. And then there's nothing left
And then
to
there's
throw
nothing
up,
left to
right?
throw
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Right.
So it just gets it all out in one go.
great.
It's a cure.
You are still brutal but effective, I see, Sergeant.
Now, you yourself haven't been feeling that good, and yet now you're the doctor. So
Well, I just did that to myself. I'd already swallowed that piece.
So it's a second hand rancid piece of fat.
It's a second hand. I'd left that. I don't want to upset
So
you.
on board is Dr. Christian Lemon, and he says,
Dr. Lemon.
Trouble.
I feel better than ever.
Meanwhile, there is one person who's not a sailor who is absolutely riding this boat to destiny. Why are
This
you
is
feeling so
marvelous.
good?
Oh, this is just so refreshing, the sea salt spray. Sailing off into the unknown.
Because it's one thing to catch aristos before they leave France. How great to catch them at sea when they think they're safe.
Oh, it's going to be so wonderful. They're not going to see us coming. We're going to take all of their shit.
For France!
Are there
France.
many aristos at sea?
I don't know, but we're going to find out, aren't
Great.
we?
Alright. So,
Because if they are, they'd have ships.
alright.
Yeah, they must be rich if they've got ships, right? These things aren't cheap.
I think I.
She's just strolling around the ship.
You are sailing out into the channel, the seas are going up and down, you two are not feeling particularly well, but you cope as best you can. Ugel, some of the shine is coming off the regard that everyone has for you, but you are well greeted by the crew that recognize you as a human soul. And, you can make a spot hidden for me.
Black eye. 36. My spot hidden is 45.
Fantastic. So there's a kind of knowingness among some of the sailors. Yes, we must treat for such times. And every now and then when you spot in, you even see somebody like nearly drop kind of a span on like a span comes down, he's nearly under it, and he instinctively crosses himself like the Catholic cross. Do you plan to, as we say in Australia, job him in? No. Perfect. All right, so you are going forwards, looking for the enemy, looking for the ship that is adrift out there. So people can make spot hidden, but because you two feel so poorly, I'm going to give you a penalty dice, which means you have to roll your percentile as normal and then roll another 10s dice and take the worst of the two. I'm going to give you a bonus dice because you are so on it.
All right.
So if your first 10s dice doesn't work out for
No,
you,
it doesn't.
re-roll.
Failed spectacularly.
It also did.
Yeah. So what role was that? That was
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Yeah, no, not great. I failed very bad.
No, 62 doesn't. Nothing. No.
Okay, nobody. So you are here to look for this ship, not excelling right now. Now in 7th edition, if you miss a dice roll, you got 3 options. One is to suck it. Oh well, what the hell? I guess I'll see it when it attacks me. Number 2 is to spend luck points. You can spend your luck as a commodity. So if you just miss by a few points, you can cheat. But your luck will run out. It will run out, and then the cheating will stop, and the breathing. And finally, you can ask me, I will push the roll. Like, I really want to be the first person to see it. I want to keep an eye out. And that means you're going to get a re-roll. But if you push the roll, there'll be some stakes. So would anybody like to push the roll, use luck?
If I push, am I still using a penalty die?
Yes, because you rolled 97 on your con screw.
Yeah, okay. I rolled a 97 on my failed thing too. Okay. I will not push the roll. I will just
We can't use luck on a pushed roll, can we?
being called
That's
out.
what I thought.
So to push a roll.
You simply re-roll your spot hidden, have another go.
Okay, sure.
Here are the stakes. By really getting out there, there's rough seas. You may get salt blind. So just really kind of getting out there and peeling, you may you may get a face full.
Okay, I'll go up to what's the prow?
Yep, perfect.
I was going to say the pointy bit.
Okay, all right, and up near the bowsprit, and you can see the falcon, the proud falcon, which is the
King of the world.
below you, soaring up and down and up and down.
66.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
All right, blast wave comes over the bow. All right, you cop that. You're coughing. So you're going to be taking a penalty dice on spot hidden for the next few days.
Okay.
All right.
That's really bad for you.
So,
Really feel for him.
Good.
of course, a sailor. Somebody. One of the top men. They call them the top men because they can go up to the top sail and up to the top gallant. They get paid more because they're really good at climbing and lifting heavy canvas sailcloth while they're up there. And I'd like to thank Penny for her help and research. It's full of interesting nautical facts like that one. So I may look clever, but I'm just ripping her style on the daily. There is a cry of sail ho. All right, you can all have another spot hidden.
Still out of
And
penalty.
I'm going to succeed on
Are we
that.
still penalty?
No, I think you better get your shit together. Friends need you.
I rolled a 100.
Oh, Brian.
Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 100.
Oh, wow.
53, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm looking back to France.
I got a success.
You got it.
Just a
success.
normal.
And I got a success.
All
Normal
right.
success.
So within that grey, the roiling kind of fog bank cloud, you get a glimpse of something angular and square of a
that?
sail. And you see, indeed,
I have no idea.
in that kind of rolling fog, that you feel you can see this kind of mass.
It's a normal thing I'm used to.
Well, you clear your eyes and no such thing.
There was something there.
That was weird.
I certainly thought we saw something.
You do. Well, you want to give a cue, and yeah, they've cried.
We're on
Yeah,
the
so
side
you
of the
can
ship,
see, yeah.
having a chat about women in the army.
You rush to the port side, and there, indeed, there is a ship making its way. You are in a frigate, so it's also a frigate, so it has 3 masts. You have mini sailors and cannon. You cannot see cannon on that ship. You've got swivel cannons on the stern and lots of banks down below. Looks like a merchantman. And because you two have made your spot hidden, you see no crew on the decks. You can see that there is rigging, but the rigging is not taut. You can see where some stays have come loose and are flapping around. And it's just kind of going through the swell.
That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Incredible that it's been.
It's just
floating like that.
Just floating around.
I suppose
What if there was
that's
a mutiny?
there'd be someone left on it.
Right.
Probably the mutineers.
Yes.
Can you see movement aboard?
No, there's no one on.
There's
no one
nobody
on-
there. It's dead in the water.
Abandoned.
Perhaps.
Possibly. We should probably find out.
Well, we're here looking for a ship, are we not?
Oh, we found a ship.
All right.
You, sailor.
Okay.
How do we board it?
All right, so you give the cry, beat to quarters! Bang, bang, bang. They start beating the drum. All of the sailors and the midshipmen are all rushing to their posts. But it has to be said, ever since the French Navy became a democracy, it's not as shipshape as it used to be. I hate to say it, there's something to be said for fascism and military organisation. They're just not as well drilled right now. And apart from my terrible defence of fascism, put that on Twitter. Fuck that guy. And yeah, I'm the first person to swear. But we're talking about fascism.
Yeah. Can I try and rally them with my previous experience?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
How do I do that?
Get into
What
a
should I roll?
persuade.
Persuade. All right. I'll try and start getting people to. Where's my No
Don't
dice.
believe in you anymore. And neither do I.
I'm gonna.
Buddy.
Does
go
anybody
lean
believe in him or
heavily.
no?
Yeah.
Not really. Sorry.
You are the sailors.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
I'm just going to intimidate them.
Right? Okay, good.
You've got
Lift that bloody spar and do your job, boy.
Nice.
58 on an intimidate of 55, and I'm going to push it.
You
You
can use
just
luck.
No, spend 3
Luck.
luck.
Okay, spend 3 luck. Okay, cool.
Okay. And
How do I keep
it is
luck
not
points?
that people don't know how to sail ships or do their job. It is just that something about the lines of command are not quite as clear, and you can see that there's some tensions. But however, people kind of get to it, and the captain is kind of ordering. The gun crews are at their stations, and everybody is looking intently at this empty ship. And in that moment, Dr. Le Monde says, perhaps there has been some sickness.
Yes, that makes so much more sense.
It could also be a trap.
Everybody is, and now it doesn't take a spot hidden to see about a third of the crew crossing themselves. It is a vessel of ill luck.
If we go on board, it will be fighting at close quarters. I suggest we all fix bayonets.
That's some superstitious nonsense. That's fine.
Bayonets.
No, yes, bayonets. But you get it's arms. Everyone should collect themselves and don't overthink anything. It's just an abandoned vessel. It'll make it
A good ship
fitting,
for France.
exactly, a fitting addition.
LeBlanc, do you know how to
French
fight?
Navy.
Well, I've got this, and she pulls out like a big knife.
That wasn't an answer to the question.
Yes,
Do you know how to fight?
of course I do. I was at the Bastille.
Were you there?
So was my aunt.
Well, yes,
She
you saw me
definitely
there.
doesn't know how to
We
fight.
had this discussion. You saw me at the Bastille.
You weren't there in the same way Hugo.
Well, nobody was, were they?
Well, there was at least one other person.
I'm pretty sure you kind of took the
It's all a bit of a haze of blood.
right. Right.
And screaming.
Well,
Don't forget the screaming.
mostly shouting.
Impassioned cheers, really.
Rosso, prepare the boat.
I'm going to double check my pistol is still not wet or anything like that.
Make a pistol roll.
Oh, really? Okay. 13.
13.
That's a
Your-
extreme success.
Your powder is dry and will be for the duration of this scenario. Wow.
Yeah.
Is this how you relax, cleaning your
Maybe that's what it is.
All right. So Coxswain Rousseau is setting the boat, and Marines are getting in, and sailors are taking to the oars.
Should we go with them?
Obviously, yes.
I think that's
Yes.
the intention.
I'm not going to let them all go by themselves. A bunch of superstitious nincompoops.
Did you see them?
Genuflecting and crossing themselves.
Disgraceful, honestly.
All right.
Are you going to stay here?
No, absolutely not. I'm coming with you.
So it's one thing to be on a ship. It's even worse to be on a boat. So make a constitution roll, Ugel, hero of France, on land.
Oh, 91.
Can't get any more.
How is there anything left in your stomach, woman?
So, pushing myself, I can roll again, but without a with
Oh, well, that's just,
Is that
you don't want to do that.
Okay.
You don't. Not on a
And the reason you
boat.
know is that I get to state the terms.
Right.
And that would be like you feel so actively wretched,
Right.
you'll have difficulty moving,
Ah,
there'll be
okay.
half chance on everything.
Sure.
Just suck it down.
Oh, I won't be sucking it down. I'll be letting it up.
Girl, have a nip of that.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, I got a little.
There it goes.
Okay, so is it you simply might drown as the spray's coming.
Wow.
As you're
All
heading
right.
towards this
Okay.
dark ship. People can make spot hidden, not you. You were too ill.
And I'm at a... My,
Yes, you're
what,
going to
rolling
take
half or...
half chance. Yeah. So the second number.
I succeeded. I'm 3 off half success. If you think it's worth it? No? We're all good?
You can't use luck to change
Oh, you can't?
to success. You can only just success.
Fun facts.
Yeah. Otherwise, another critical one. All right. Did you made it? And you?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm having too much fun.
Salt in my eyes.
As so, the ship has tacked to get ahead of Le Berger. I've just revealed what you've just seen, which is the name on the side of the ship, Le Berger, which means the shepherd. And you can, in fact, as the Falcon got ahead of it, so you're sailing back towards it and cut it off. And so this dark ship is looming out of the grey seas towards you. And you can see the figurehead, it's of a shepherd with a crook, and there are like shadows.
Piercing
under
into
the
my
eyes.
face. Yeah.
Sailing along. You don't see a soul on board.
The burger.
Sorry.
The chef.
There's no point in talking to
shepherd.
the girl right now. She is physically not
Shepherd.
capable of. She
It
just
will
needs to get on that
shepherd
boat
the
and have a
ships of the
moment.
English to their doom. Once we have taken it to France.
Yes.
Back.
All right. Where in the boat? Where in the ship do you wish to aim to tie on?
The most nautically sensible spot for us to dock.
Yeah, leave it to the coxswain.
Is there like a halfway point? Is there
A rope
like a
ladder?
ladder, rope ladder? Is it hanging there, or do we have to like?
Yeah. There's they'll be able to. You'll be able to climb the
Okay.
sides. Yeah.
All right.
There are ropes on the
I'd say we'll
side,
go
but
for
they
that.
look salt encrusted and kind of hanging down. Rousseau is like, row, 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 as your boat is going up and down. And the closer you get to this dark, silent ship, the more concerned. It's really hard to give yourself a Catholic cross with a person who's here to hunt out enemies of the Republic, and while you're rowing. But there's definitely a bit of Santa Maria kind of, going on, like some quiet prayers.
Not acceptable.
As you, boom, hit the side of the boat. Is anybody in the prow of the boat?
Oh,
Yeah.
I probably would have been.
All right.
I've been very
We've been
excited by
fighting
all
over
of
it.
this.
Okay, so that means it's someone now to grab and tie on
Oh,
So
good.
you're going to make
Yes,
a
all right.
strength roll, or you're going to get the hell out of the way?
No, I'm going to make the strength roll.
All right, good luck.
And I do.
Fantastic. All right, so stepping up, woman of action, LeBlanc seizes the side of the ship, and as the boat swings around, and all of the men kind of are looking up.
What?
As it is tied off there.
Well, come on. Up we go. Up and over. Yes?
To arms, board. To pois by me.
Sorry,
Miguel.
Renaud, could you give me a hand, please?
Someone help Hugel. Perhaps Dupois could help her.
Sorry, I just need some assistance for a moment.
I am probably already up
I'll
and
vomit
over.
the other direction.
I'm going to try and stay pretty close behind LeBlanc as she goes up.
Yeah, I'm
I
going to be
wanna
the
go.
first
All
person.
right,
I'm
so
just
you're
going.
going first up.
I am
okay,
going.
and
will
you've
help.
come in on,
up.
I think, so you're about there.
Oh, this is
Fog,
fancy.
fog, oh,
Okay.
whoa.
So this is, yeah, like I say, wonderful technology from Arkenforge. So I know the whole map. You know that much of it. And you can set up any map and put all kinds of things on there. And thanks to Dante and Nathaniel and the whole team for setting this up for us. So, yeah, you need to make a climb roll now.
All of us?
Heck.
No, starting with LeBlanc.
Oh,
She's
heck.
going up first.
Oh,
I'm
no.
right behind you.
Okay.
Don't follow me.
No, no, not even close.
Okay, that's not a fail. It's just that you were so zealous,
Yeah.
And got there, and then there's a moment of climbing up ropes with the possibility of drowning.
Tying something off is a little bit different to hauling yourself up, it turns out.
All right. So, do you want to stand aside for someone else to go, or do you want to push the roll, use luck? What do you want to do?
I'm going to push that one.
That's into the sea.
I know, but she's really... no, she's more sensible than that. I'm not. I will step aside.
I would like to
I'll step
notice
aside. She's
and
quiet.
smirk.
Yes, that's fair.
This from a
Hang on,
man who's
hang
been
on.
throwing up for a week.
Yes.
And then I will climb up.
All right.
Masterfully.
Will you? Will you climb up? How does that go?
Anyway, I rolled a 75 and I needed a 30. So.
All right.
Boatswain, climb up and throw over a bloody rope ladder. That's an order.
Now you're going to have to intimidate him.
Sure.
That's what you were hoping for.
Yep.
Is this one of the sailors?
50 on a 55, yes.
Now you need it hard, which I didn't tell you.
Oh.
Because he looks you dead in the eye, and a coxswain is tough. Like, he has to tell 20 bastards to row hard. He's not in the business of backing down. And he says, we should just go back and give it a full...
Climb up or I'll shoot you.
What about the other 19?
Oh, for God's sake, can somebody just climb
And
up and
so, a little tense on the boat now.
Everyone calm down. We're not going back to the ship. We're getting on it here. Ugel, get your stuff together.
Yes, sir.
LeBlanc.
Hero of France! Time to do some goddamn heroing. Am I at a penalty for this roll?
I'm going to just let you roll it.
Oh, wonderful.
because you need it.
Sweet. So this is climb, yeah?
Climb.
Alrighty. Come on. Hey, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. That's a
Maybe a hard.
That's a
that's a
fact.
hard.
All right, suddenly, you know why? Because it means getting off the little boat. All right, so Ugel storms through, and the moment is kind of broken.
I am.
But Rousseau is... Now, you've been drinking rum with Rousseau, like all the crew. Like, they thought you were one of them.
Buddy.
It is not good that this... She is a Jonah. She has brought nothing but bad luck with this vomiting for days.
Then perhaps we should just leave her on board and sail away.
Dubois, stand down. There'll be no such thing. Ugel, I'll call up to
All
him.
right,
Toss
so-
down a more sturdy
you-
rope.
Let's go to the point where you are climbing, getting higher, and kind of definitely gripping on. This is the point where LeBlanc was not too sure. And it's like climbing like a tall building, which is moving,
Yeah.
And below you, there's a small platform which is moving,
Oh.
and there's kind of spray.
There's a lot going on
and
right now.
eventually haul yourself over. And as you come up, you're kind of looking up, and you can make actually, I'll make a spot hidden roll for you. What's your spot hidden?
My spot
reason.
hidden is
No reason.
70.
How much?
70.
70. Okay, cool, fantastic. All right, so you are climbing up, and you actually can see there is somebody up on the top spar. You know, you can just kind of see somebody
Sure, this
walking
is
up
fine.
there, looking down at you.
Just walking around.
Yeah, just walking across the
Okay.
top spar.
So which bit's the spar? Sorry, is that on like one of the?
Sails
or just-
yeah, exactly.
right.
Well, the spar. I will look up all my nautical stuff. What I looked up.
That holds the sail at the top.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
okay, yeah.
Oh.
So you've got the foresail. Oh, sorry, you're at your main sail, and then main topsail, and then main.
So they're not on the deck of the
main
ship.
galah.
They're up on the
No,
sails.
they're up in
right.
the rigging.
Okay.
Are the sails up? Like, is this thing catching wind, or is it just adrift and the sails are being
Yeah,
drawn?
they're not super taut,
Okay.
but they are
So they
still
could
rigged,
catch- all right.
and so it's just kind of
Flapping eerily.
flapping.
Yeah.
All right.
Creepy.
But yeah, and
Oi!
so they kind of walk off into the gloom.
There's someone up there.
Very well. Are they hostile?
No idea. They just
Then put down a rope and we'll all get up there.
they haven't made any overtures of violence. Come on up. Do I need to make any other rolls to?
No, you're over.
Great.
So
Throw down a rope ladder.
you get up onto this empty deck, and so there's nobody around. There's no particular kind of signs of anybody around. There is the kind of things that you would expect to see. There's like barrels kind of rolling along the deck. There's some kind of other equipment. There's coils of rope, but yeah, no souls save yourself. So you can get a bit kind of bit more view.
Oh, yeah.
So that is you're seeing the kind of sail above.
Yep.
Nearby there are stairs that are going down to what you know as the gun deck, or
Right.
otherwise like the kind of berth. And you can go fore and aft from there as
Is
well.
there any sign of like especially notable damage to the ship or anything? Like anything been blown up by a cannon
make
or?
a spot hidden.
Cool. 22, which is hard.
Fantastic. Yeah, you indeed can see there are some dark stains upon the deck, and you can see some points on the railing where there is kind of wood being chipped, as though perhaps like some blade. Like
Yeah, like a saber
Yeah,
or some other
yeah,
colour. Okay. If there's like a ladder, I'll throw it down for everyone else to climb up.
Okay, so you'll get some more rope and let it down, which means there's a point at which you must turn your back
Right.
to the empty ship.
I'd rather turn my back for a moment and have my my team up here with me than stay up here on my own.
We're all getting pretty uppity.
Yeah, we're like, come on.
Yeah.
So behind you, the ship is kind of moving and swaying, but you know you're resolved and looking down upon them, and you're so high above them at this point, but letting them down, and leading by example as she did once. She's got her mojo back.
Yes, yes.
All right,
I'm good
you
this
may,
time.
with the ropes, all climb aboard. Who's up last of you four?
Probably the block.
Yeah. Yeah, after my spectacular failure before, I don't really want anyone watching, just in
So,
case.
as from the committee LeBlanc, and as the person who is here to hunt for enemies or friends, on some level you are in command. And so there's the coxswain Rousseau. Says, "We will return to the Falcon and ring the ship's bell if you need help."
Quite. I would much prefer
chat.
if...
All right, so he's, whatever you say,
Yep.
he's actually about to actively ignore it. All right?
Well, duly noted, they have guillotines for a reason.
Well, do you want to, are you going to force them to stay tied on? You can do whatever you want, but he's really, okay, well, Like, they're definitely saying,
spirits.
oh, well, with jobs done, they're turning to row away.
Absolutely not. You're staying tied up here. We're going to do a sweep of the ship, and then we will let you know if it's okay for you to leave. However,
Okay,
we
so,
need you here for at least the next half an hour.
Okay, so make a persuade. Oh, sorry, use any kind of skill you
nah,
want to bring
persuade.
to bear.
Yeah, that is an extreme. 12 for 12.
Nice.
All right, so there's something about the way you say that in a very matter-of-fact way, but they look at your, I think it's a cockade, and they think of the times and what's at stake. And
Yeah.
of course, we will stay.
Fine. If the ship is ship-shaped, then obviously there'll be sailors coming back, probably. Thank you for your service.
So, yeah, they hesitate. So you're going to have them come up after you, or...
After
All right, you are all now upon the deck. What are you supposed to do?
Sleep around for signs of bloodshed, damage, fighting, and
The person in the
what?
there was someone up in the rigging. When I climbed up here, there was someone up there. I don't know where they went.
That would be like way high above. Make a spot hidden roll.
On the rig.
So yeah, you can see a French flag up there, and it's like a logo. So specifically, which is an interesting thing, the French flag sits in the corner. And if you look about, you can even see stove to the right. It's like they're different.
Yeah, so let's see.
Also, there's nobody up there on that sail.
Just want to be safe.
That was a ludicrous notion. How could there be anybody up there?
I'm a bit on
can't
edge
see them
after
now,
weird.
but there was someone up there.
So,
Are you sure you weren't imagining things after the seasickness? There's no one there now.
Sorry?
There's no one there now.
Well, there may be someone still in the ship. There's a lot of ship we haven't looked at yet.
And if you are nervous about all of that, we do have the sailors who are still tethered below.
They seemed pretty unhappy to
Yes.
go anywhere other
Do you
than...
want to glance down at them?
I'm going to look down at them.
They're having a huge argument about something.
I don't want to waste any more
Everything
time.
all right down there?
No, it's like
It's a
that
long
you
way.
would
We should sweep
you
the
can
ship.
holler to them, but it's not going to be conversational. So do you want to yell out?
No.
Dupois, by my side, I'm going to make for the captain's
Yes.
cabin to read the
log.
captain's log. Yes, and we've done this before. That's
All
where we're
right,
going to
so
head.
that's
Start
going to
marching.
be
It's purposeful walking. Just
the main cabin is going to be under the quarterdeck to the back of the boat.
Yep, so start
and you know
walking
from
away.
ships that to your in the prow is going to be the galley because you put all the cooking because the wind comes from behind you, so it's kind of getting blown away. Another interesting nautical fact from Penny. Yay, she's the best. Yes, indeed. So you're going back.
To the captain's cabin.
that's where we're going. Making a beeline for it.
All right. So as you are making your way down there and now kind of getting a bit of a
Still quite foggy, isn't it?
yeah, there's a little bit of kind of light. It's like grey light, yeah, there's a bit of light, and you can see your 5 shadows stretching out across the deck as you walk towards the captain's cabin.
5.
Oh no, 4.
Well,
Did I say
you coming
five?
to the
No,
captain's
it
cabin?
I was going
Yes.
to say, Citizen, we should stay with the rest.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not sure I made the right choice leaving the sailors down there, but I don't trust them.
Would I
Would I-
think this is a 4-person job? Can
The
they do
sailors-
something more realistic they could be doing while we're checking the captain's log?
Yeah, you could go down and look at the galley.
No, we're doing that. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
the galley.
Sure. Yep.
Sure.
Or even go down
I'll
to
make
the
a point
below
of
deck.
ordering LeBlanc. LeBlanc, go and check out the galley.
The galley,
goes
why
with
would I check out the galley?
Google
We need to
explain.
search
Now,
the
I want to.
information.
I'm looking for
a little bit
aristos.
of little bit of point of fact here. Was a sergeant in the army,
Yes.
now a citizen, can't
Yes.
order you or anyone
No.
for shit. Also
Doesn't
has
mean I
been-
didn't do it.
Yeah, so
Where else would the aristos be? They love food.
That's true. I feel like they would be in the captain's quarters, however. Also, I'm not entirely sure that it's a good idea to split up. You said you saw somebody, correct?
Yes.
I don't necessarily believe
We were all in
you,
the
but-
army. There's nobody here. We don't have a lot of time. We've just seen that the people in the boat downstairs are agitated.
That's true. If we
Let's
do
not
this
take too
quickly,
much time.
interesting and important fact. There are no boats on deck. There should be 2 to 4
Lifeboats.
of them upside down.
It looks like it's abandoned.
And there are none.
Right?
They have all escaped or fled. Perhaps the doctor said something about this could be a plague ship.
I mean, let's just get out of here then. All the more reason
Let's
to
just do
not
this
stay too
quickly.
long.
Or
So-
perhaps-
Can you make a sanity roll for me?
Sure.
And at the words plague ship.
Oh,
and
true.
I-
Yes, certainly.
There were 4 shadows. Absolutely.
oh, let's do this quickly.
All right, so we'll go to the captain's play, and
Galley.
you're going to the galley.
All right, so we will proceed to, is it, sorry, you?
We're going to the captain's
Renaud and I?
thing, yeah, to the back.
Galley.
Of
Galley.
this is the back this way?
All right,
And
cool.
you're going there.
So, you two go forwards. The doors of the galley are closed. You can make listen rolls if you wish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No. No.
6.
Fantastic, and
Great.
you can make spot hidden rolls.
Cool.
No.
23, which is a hard.
Fantastic. You can see that there are tracks of hoof prints and so pigs have been taken out of the galley.
Okay. So out of the galley.
Yeah, and they head off toward the side. of the
Okay,
ship.
and so can I hear anything?
There's a bit of kind of excrement and what have you around the place. And it looks fairly messy down there.
Yep.
Can you hear anything? No, there is no sound.
Okay.
Well, shall we?
We shall. Would the, like, slaughtering animals, would that be done in, like, the galley?
Absolutely. That's well, you can either take kind of salt beef, salt
Yeah.
pork, but if you can, you take fresh animals.
Yeah.
I'm a vegetarian, but hey, you
But
are.
they'd normally be slaughtered
and
in the galley,
kill them all.
probably.
Yeah, there will be a manger
Yeah.
in the galley,
Okay.
particularly for kind of long voyages.
Yeah, they had livestock here, which looks like they took out.
Okay.
Well, if
You
they were
two are
leaving.
down the other end of the ship. Okay. The door is closed. Okay, the door is locked.
Kick it in.
Kick it in. All right, strength roll.
Regular half.
You roll, I'll tell you.
Okay. Strength is 80. I got 90.
All right, you give it a mighty kick and immediately bounce off it. That door is hard. It is reinforced. Like bang. Like,
Given-
you kind of jolt your leg.
Given Dupois is one of the
Mate,
biggest...
make a
sorry.
con roll.
Oh,
Yep.
buddy.
Given Dupois is one of the biggest men I know, and having seen that, I'm not going to...
29.
It's like, oh,
Going to
it's not
unholster
like
my
you're spraying
pistol
it.
and shoot the lock
Okay, all right.
with a sigh.
All right, so out comes Renaud, draws his gun, and just make a roll to see if it misfires.
Does not. 76.
You guys hear a musket,
Fire.
sorry, a shot from the
Turn
other
around.
end.
Yes,
Okay.
spin around.
You
Surely
turn
that's
around, you can see the 3 of them gathered down near the door.
The 2.
Yeah, the 2.
Right.
Yeah, so you've shot the lock out.
So I'm going to make sure my pistol is all good to go.
Oh, so you're going to stop and load it.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
I need to be ready. Imagine if I just stopped to load it before I shut the lock off. That would have been a waste of everybody's time. I'm doing it now.
Oh, and
What are you doing?
We're fine. Just search the galley.
I'm opening the door.
Feels
You're not
excessive to
opening the
me.
door because the door has,
Men.
it's absolutely kind of stuck fast.
Dupois a bad influence on him.
Can we?
think the
Is
same
it just
thing.
this? Just like I'll try and pull it open. Does it open the other way? Like, oh.
You'll just have to kind of force your way in.
Okay, I'll try another strength roll. This time I'll just throw my full body weight against it.
All right.
Like I'll take a slight run up and charge and shoulder it.
Oh, this
get out
would
of
be
the way.
very good or very bad. Good luck.
46 on a strength of 40.
Strength of 40.
80,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Bang! All right, so you hammer it. You don't get through in one go, but bang, the door comes in, and again, and again. And finally, you get yourself through.
I feel like they're working things out here.
Yeah,
This must
I think
be
it's
very
about more
important.
than the door.
I think it's about more than the door.
So
It's been a long time since they talked.
Right.
bang! You eventually now. So this here, just imagine this is like crates and barrels and all kinds of things that have kind of been piled up against that door.
As in, somebody has barricaded themselves into this cabin from within.
Yes, indeed.
Does it smell normally?
Okay. It smells. The windows are open. The back windows are
That's just
open.
the plague.
It smells like the sea. All right. You can see there is, even though the French flag is not flying on the mast, there's still an air of normalcy within the cabin, as it is both politic to fly the flag. There is a large desk. There is a bed, and it does look like the captain's cabin. And there are, like all the officers will eat in here, or sort of.
Is there a body?
Make a spot hidden roll.
Can I also do that or not?
Sure.
32 on a 45, and I'm at a minus because of the salt in my eyes.
Yes, sure. You don't see, but well, you tell me what you're looking at. But from here,
There's no body in the bed.
you're going over to the bed.
Yeah.
There is a body in the bed. All right. And it is a man, is well dressed in the manner of a merchant captain, and there is still a knife by his side. There is blood all over his chest, dried blood. The corpse is stretched out, and neat nearby you can see like will and testament. Make a sanity roll.
Is there any sign of how he's died? Like, has his throat been ripped out? 34. Yep, I made a sand roll.
You have seen death before, but there is still, given the circumstance, this is disturbing to you. You still must lose a point. There is a sign of how he died. Yes, he stabbed himself in the heart.
Most efficient way.
Dramatic?
Take one's life.
There must have been something outside he was deeply afraid of.
Definitely a sanity roll, seeing as-
Please do.
Okay.
Meanwhile, down there,
Galley.
The galley.
11 on a 77.
there's no degrees of success in sanity rolls.
Okay.
That's binary or one up. All right. So yeah, that is the disturbing sound. You are opening the galley.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it is not locked. There's nothing barricaded
Great.
back there.
And I think you're right.
I think they were working through some stuff because
All
these
right.
doors are not very secure.
No,
So you can.
they might have been showing off.
You can look within. Now, everything here is musty and spoiled. Well, that is to say, to some extent, things are in barrels and they're salted and they expected to be away. At the other end, we didn't get time to draw it in, but there's like a manger which is open.
Right.
That's like full of straw, and you smell that there are animals here, but they haven't been here for some time. But everything is kind of a bit furry, a bit rank. Actually, it's also, I forgot to completely fill the point, it's dark in there.
Yeah.
Unbelievably dark. Because,
There's no windows. No.
I guess I want to keep it closed so
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
get all
guess.
salty.
so you are smelling it, and you can see the shapes of things, the furry shapes of the food, but you can't really see to the back because it is so dark. You can hear that.
Got a light?
Is that a thing that we have?
You'd probably carry around kind of flint tinder.
Yeah.
Anybody who's got a firearm is going to have
Okay,
that.
right. Yeah.
Now, did you think to bring a lantern? No,
I
you
think I was too
did
busy being
ill.
sick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is there likely to be like a hang?
You can hear it.
Yeah. I'll see if I can light the torch.
All right, so you'll have to kind of move forwards into the gloom, but
Yep.
because there's still light coming in from behind you, Hey, lighting! Thank
Yay.
you, team. You can eventually kind of reach up. Make a luck roll for me.
Sure thing.
You're kind of reaching up for the lantern in the gloom.
So how does a luck roll work? Sorry.
Just luck as a percentage. It's on the left-hand side of the sheet.
Okay, cool. So my current level.
Yes,
Right.
you.
12.
Yeah.
Okay, so you reach up and don't cut your hand.
Sure.
That's why you're lucky, because the glass of this lantern has been punched out.
Alright.
There's still the kind of top half of the pane, but
Yeah.
the bottom is gone. So you just reach up and you go, whoa,
Yeah.
I nearly cut my hand.
Well, that's not going to happen. It's been punched out.
Right.
Make a spot hidden roll. Okay, meanwhile, back in the captain's cabin.
I'd like to read the Will and Testament. I'm trying to be very composed. Like I'm just
Right.
like that's normal. To stab himself in the heart.
Okay, it is Pierre Marceau. He is leaving everything to Sophie, his wife, and there are 7 children listed.
Do I recognize his name or anything like that? Merchant.
Maybe. It'd have to be like a hard luck roll.
A hard luck roll.
Hard luck.
Hard luck. No. 69 though.
No, but then, I mean, why would you? You're in
Nice.
Paris, you've
Yeah.
come out of Brest, this
Yeah.
is a sailor, it is not a thing.
While Renault is reading
And you're
the
thinking, here's a man in his despair thinking of his wife and children.
I was not lost on me. Don't worry.
Trauma.
Make a sanity roll. Because he didn't get off this boat.
I passed.
What will happen to them if you don't get off this boat?
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a rowboat right outside. You could just climb down.
Well, if it's still there.
Is this boat real? Is this ship really worth rescuing? That man couldn't do it.
I passed my luck roll. My sanity roll.
All right, you're fine.
You
Of
make
course
me think
it
I
is.
shouldn't.
Of course
The
it
job
is.
is fine.
Oh, no.
While Renault is reading and turning slightly pale,
This is one.
is there a... Is he losing a
Am I
point?
still losing a point?
No, I was just
Being ominous.
because you made the sanity roll.
Okay.
It is like you had some misgivings, but that is we must do what we must do.
I will pointedly fold it up and put it in my pocket because I'm going to make sure that the Will and Testament gets to his family.
Excellent.
Ship's
and-
log?
Pardon?
Ship's log? Captain's
right,
log?
so you're going over to the desk. And
Yep.
again, you are operating in the light that is coming in from the open windows, which are kind
On
of
the back
flapping
of
about.
those.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so just imagine in the standard kind of ship that there's kind of panes of glass up there and the stern is higher.
Given that I have to kind of walk down here past the windows, just a quick glance at them as I walk past. Have they been forced open or just left open?
It just seems that they've been kind of, so they have been tied open, like left open.
Okay. As opposed to wrenched open from the outside.
Yeah, yes, and that's a very good distinction.
While he's doing that, can I look at the body and see if there is any sign of if he did have plague, if he was sick, and that's why he did it?
That's an excellent thing, make a first aid roll.
And by the way, I have no idea if I can actually read.
I don't think...
Language,
What's
eh?
your education?
My education is 40.
40, so
And I've-
you can read simple French.
Okay,
Wow,
great.
fancy education 40. I got 20.
Oh, buddy.
You're a
got
peasant
80.
from Breton.
Yeah, 70.
Yeah.
Thinking, everybody.
Yeah,
I
you
passed
might
my
have gone,
first aid roll.
like you've been kind of,
Yeah, okay.
you're well read, and...
80.
Yeah.
Sergeant.
And I passed my first aid roll.
All right. So, apart from the fatal wound, it does not seem that the glands aren't up, and also because you've passed the roll, he has been dead for this is March. He's been dead well over a month.
Musty.
So I'll ask you the date on my log.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So-
you are heading over to there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, down. So this
Yeah.
lantern, it will not work.
I mean, I think I'll, there's obviously, shapes
you
of
make that
food and
spot
things
hidden?
like that. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no, yes, yeah, I
Yeah,
see what you're saying.
There is a pool of like a dark stain on the deck below the lantern, where the reservoir of oil
Right.
has
Yeah.
been emptied.
Right. So no flint in here.
No. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna, like, there's food around. I used to, like, sell food and drinks and things. I'm gonna, like, pick up something, have a sniff.
Okay, so
get a feel
anything
for it
that would have been fresh is spoiled,
Yeah,
any
that's-
like lids left open are
Yeah.
not doing well.
We don't
But
need to
there's-
look that
There's
closely.
plenty of kind of seal barrels
Yeah.
and salted things.
Yeah.
But everything is a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Right? It looks like it's been vacated and pigs have been driven through
Yes.
here. You know?
Yeah, it's all pretty old. This ship's been floating for a while.
Right. Meanwhile, back at the front of the ship, there are many papers here.
Back at the ship.
Oh, sorry, at the back of the ship. Yes,
Back
sorry.
of the ship.
Indeed, you find the ship's log, and there are many words on it. I've got to switch. I'm going to go up back up to this level. And then get out of. Don't worry about me.
Should we just read behind
What's
you?
up behind you?
Oh, it is. Hey, I have a team. Thank you, team. All right, but I think I can put it on the table. I've just got to work out how to drag, select. Drag this thing. There it is.
Dead. Mutiny.
I don't think there's very much else we can do
Hello,
with the galley.
Arkenforge team.
No, I think
Can
you're
we
right.
drag the 4 documents on there so people can read it on the table in front of them? Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Okay. This is a
this is great.
most excellent tool, and the monkey is behind the chair. There's nothing wrong with the software.
This ship
Alrighty.
is. So, I'll be
Would
reading
somebody
this.
like to read it aloud? Perhaps, probably Renaud, because you are the.
Sergeant.
Buzz just
Okay,
like,
so I'm starting at the start at the bottom because that would make it chronologically correct. Yes. Yes.
I'd start at the top.
Okay.
yes.
15th of January, departed Brest. 16th of January, safe passage through the Raz de Seine. Hilt Gamache.
Pilot.
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 Pilot Gamache has excelled again.
Now, Rothestein means they're sailing for Ireland. They're not going through the channel, they're going around the bottom towards Bantry Bay. So they're actively
Bantry Bay.
speaking English.
17th of January, storm, Gamache missing, presumed overboard, a heavy loss to us all. 18th of January, storm lessening, crossed overboard in the night, presumed from the topsail. 19th of January, 3 more men lost today. Pimont, Rouen, Luchet. I have commanded Deville to keep better watch. This is preposterous. 20th of January, mutiny. The crew attempted to murder the boatswain. Deville has 3 broken ribs, but he killed Devant and cracked Petit's head. Petit's head. Master Desmarais, French name, has ordered us ashore as soon as possible. Dr. Molyneux says that Deville and Petit will recover if he can keep them apart. 21st of January, if I wrote what I have seen this night, they would send me to Charenton.
The asylum.
Charenton is the asylum in Paris.
The madhouse.
1st of December, we should never have turned from God. He has damned every one of us. And it's March.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
It is March.
I'm just going to go and stick
Oh,
my head
sorry.
out.
That should read 1st of February.
1st of
Oh,
February.
Sorry, this is
Right.
why you get someone else to proofread.
1st of February.
1st of Feb. I'm just going to go and stick my head out the door and call Hugel and LeBlanc.
I don't think there's anything else.
No, I think
LeBlanc! Hugel!
Yes, what's up?
So you're calling them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The 3 of them emerge from the galley.
No, 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them.
Would you like me to make us admiral?
Yes, please.
It's the second time you've done
Definitely a 3rd figure came out.
There is somebody behind them!
You can
Spot?
lose,
kind of disgusting.
make a spot hidden.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I do hope that we have enough salted
18?
items
Yep.
just to
Oh,
get us
there is
back.
somebody behind them. Lose D4.
I mean, there's enough food on the,
2
on the other
points.
ship.
Well, there is. I
Points.
mean, we did
What are you going to do,
deliberately
Dupois?
stock for 2, right? I mean, that was
Precisely.
the intent.
We-
Drop to the ground!
I'll drop to the ground.
Oh, LeBlanc didn't drop!
You look at you like,
So you're about to fire. She hasn't dropped. Do you fire or not?
what?
Yes.
Right. What at?
The menacing figure behind them.
What menacing figure?
There was somebody behind them.
No, there's not.
Turn
Well,
around.
stand
I
down.
turn around.
There's nobody there. You're standing in
Stand
pig
down.
shit.
There was
The
a...
boots are ruined.
Control
A
your
third
mad
figure.
bastard.
Okay, I'm going to grab him, and I'm going to grab him like this. I'm going to look.
We're on this boat with 2 other women.
What do you mean, other women?
What the bloody hell was that, Dupar?
I need you to snap it together.
I have no idea what's going on with him right now.
He's mad.
There was
wouldn't be too
somebody
surprised.
else
He was always a bit of a-
emerging from the cabin door behind them.
Bit of a character.
Between you and me, for now.
All right.
I believe you, but
Too much time in the company of knives.
It's fine. It was a mistake. He was scanning the horizon. It was
Obviously,
mistake.
it's a
Seagull.
mistake.
He nearly shot you.
He didn't.
Should we put him back down in the rowboat?
No, he's fine.
Is he fine?
You're fine, aren't you, Dupois?
I'm fine.
He's
Where's
fine.
the rum?
Screw your head on. It's just wholly
The captain
unprofessional.
is dead. He stabbed himself.
His body's here.
Captain took his own life. There was a mutiny, and it's.
There's nothing in the galley.
Well,
There is-
there's rotten food in the galley, but
So you may share the ship's log, and now you two know the story.
There
And
is-
just
Right,
because
so it was mutiny.
I haven't. Look at this paper. Who uses paper? Tricula.
Analog game-
But there's
game
the
aids.
handout version if you want to refer to that again.
1st of February. So what? It's the final line.
First final line.
we should never have turned from God. He has damned every one of us.
And before that, if I
Jerry.
wrote
What
what I
is your
had seen
take on
this
this
night.
docket ship's log now that you read it?
Seems like madness to me. I mean, Catholics.
I'm looking at the words and nodding, but I don't think I can read.
You hear it.
Yeah. So,
I mean, they tell you.
We tell you what it is, but yes.
Night
I
after night, men vanished from the ship.
Yes.
Then the captain says if I wrote what I had seen this night, they would send me to the asylum in Paris. And his final line is, we should never have turned from God. He has damned
Well,
everyone.
those last final 2 lines could also apply to what I saw at the Bastille.
it'd be
So
bloody
let's not
helpful if
get
he'd
too-
written it down.
Correct. I find myself distastefully agreeing. But I think this is some Catholic nonsense. They had a storm, people went overboard, they got spooked. I mean, yay for us, we get a ship.
Have you checked to see
and
if
the-
the sailors are still...
It's a good ship.
We haven't
It's
been
a good
downstairs.
Clearly
no.
seaworthy and will can be cleaned up.
Yeah,
and, put
galley
back
needs a
in
scrub,
service.
but
We should look underneath.
I mean,
it's
yes,
long.
we should sweep the rest of the ship, yes.
Have you ascertained whether the sailors are still moored at the side of the ship, or have they fled?
Well, I was going to check when you nearly shot me. Quite.
Let's not point fingers.
I'm gonna go back
What
out
about
onto the
guns?
deck and stick my head over the side and see whether the sailors are still.
Okay. So you did make an extreme persuade.
Yes, I was very, very persuasive.
And what was the key thing, apart from get your shit together? Because, I mean, you've made an extreme roll. They are there.
Yeah.
What was the particular point that you made?
Say that we would sweep the ship and they should stay in the boat while we sweep the
Yeah.
ship, and then we would
Yeah,
come and tell them.
I'm
basically-
just saying, why are they compelled to remain? What was it about you that...
I think it was probably less what Adeline said and more kind of a steely glint in her eye that reminded them that she had been at Bastille Day and several people have gone to the guillotine because of her. She is not known for having loose convictions.
All right, so you're looking down at them, they're looking up at you. You can see there seems to be some kind of vote happening.
Yes.
Do you know what the word is in all caps on that ship's log?
Yeah.
What was it again?
It was mutiny.
It was mutiny. You've sent people to the guillotine. Have you ever sent 20 of them at the one time?
Probably not. She reckoned she could though.
So there is... So are you, like, losing the tension and sending them back to their boat, or are you saying you stay there? Like, just by gesture from above?
I'm gonna kind of give them like a couple minutes.
Now, while
We did-
Adeline
we've
is
swept the
leaning over the
first deck.
side, what are the rest of you doing?
Let's look down in the...
Okay, so you're down looking down below deck. What are you doing?
Just a bit worried about Dubois. I'm just making sure. I'm just keeping a close eye on him, and I'm noticing.
Given that I succeeded at the spot hidden, what did I see of that
It
figure?
was just like, it just looked for a moment like somebody...
Like an Englishman?
No, it was really hard to see. It was just like, it was like... It was a
You sure you're not
trick of,
seeing things,
trick of the
Bob?
gloom.
There
You saw
somebody
no
else on the
details.
ship.
You just got the sense
told
that
you,
somebody
there
came
is.
out.
We've seen the log.
All right. So whereabouts are you?
I was trying to look after.
Whereabouts are
We
you?
were just on the deck. You went down
Yeah.
the galley.
Oh yeah, I was gonna like start by like looking through the.
Should we let her go on her own?
No,
Whatever
we'll
it is.
go together, but just relax, okay?
Sling my rifle back over my
So
shoulder.
where are you?
We're going to start heading down.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're okay.
We're
So,
I'm not like
together.
going
so
down.
Adeline's
yet.
looking over the
Yeah.
side, and you are all looking
Yeah.
down into the below area. So you can see that there are kind of stairs go down there. Ships are very fluid the way they reassemble them for different purposes. So there are walls down there, but they're temporary walls. They can slide them in and out. But it is definitely kind of closed off. There are some kind of... oh, no, yeah, sorry. No, that's kind of open. My mistake. So you can see the immediate decking there, and then there's kind of gloom beyond that.
We need a lantern.
So you three are all looking down. You're looking over the side. 20 men in a boat who have concerns are looking up at you, and now they're all pointing at you and yelling, and suddenly the boat changes, and they all begin to row away.
Right.
It
Somebody with
wasn't
gun, please.
anything you said.
No. Right. I just. Oh, for God's sake.
LeBlanc. Going below
They're
deck,
rowing
but-
away.
What?
They're rowing away.
It's going to storm over the.
They're
I'm
going.
try and yell out to them. If they can hear me.
All right. What do you yell?
You blasted men! Turn the ship back.
They do not.
Okay. Well.
But one of them
Come
yells,
away.
"It's a boat! You're on a ship!" Because there's always a pedant. But they do not turn it back.
There's just no discipline.
We have a way of signaling. We'll ring the bell.
We'll ring the
when we're
bell.
ready.
They'll
It's
come back.
fine.
That's what they said.
Okay, so
Just get below deck, figure this out. And
Find a
Yeah,
lantern. Is there a lantern in the captain's
Was there
cabin?
one in the captain? Yeah, I think so.
right, is there a lantern in the captain's cabin? So there is.
Light it.
Okay.
Go and look below deck.
It is smashed out. Like it's like there's two sides of glass, but the middle, bang! The wick is gone, and the reservoir of oil has been emptied.
Can't light it.
Is there a pool of oil on the floor?
Yes, there is.
Handy if we need to burn the ship.
Can I make a luck roll to see if I have a candle on me?
There are candles in here.
Oh, okay.
Like they have
Good.
dinners, they're not savages, but the lantern
Candelabra.
is gone.
Candelabra? Or a candlestick?
Yeah, more candlesticks.
Okay, cool.
Are there a few of them?
Candlesticks for everyone.
Everyone gets
Yes,
one.
you have 3d6 candles, for I am generous.
2.
4.
And
Wait, do we each
Three.
have 3D?
9 candles,
Nine
two
candles,
each,
two
and
each.
one.
one left.
To
I
eat
get-
if
I-
we're starving.
All right. So you can see the ship's wheel and the capstan. Like you haven't gone back up onto the stern deck yet.
Is the ship's wheel lashed at all, or is it just...
You'd have to go up and have a
Okay.
look. So you're going up there?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You? Looking
Yeah, I mean,
down
no,
below?
we're just over here, but like,
Yeah, below.
if we need to go look at something else, we'll follow. I don't
I'll be
know.
back in a
I'm a bit worried about him being by himself.
Should we follow him then?
Well, I'm not
you,
going with
you
him.
You go downstairs. I'll go with him.
All right.
We know each
Are you
other.
sure you want to be alone with him?
I'd be fine. I check my
All right.
pistol.
And you two? What are you doing?
Yes, I'm going to come back over.
yeah.
I do think we need to do this rather swiftly.
Yes, let's look below decks.
I walk past you on the way to do pointedly ignore you.
There.
Let's go down.
All right, so you two are going down the steps within
Yep.
the, and it's gloomy down there.
Candles.
As the ship kind of rolls, you can hear swinging of kind of hammocks and some creaking of kind of more lights and lanterns. Things just kind of donk, 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 just kind of rolling from one side of the ship to the other untended.
It's reminding me of them.
It's
Like seasickness.
well, make a con roll. Thanks for the reminder.
3.
You're officially over it.
You have found your sea
Officially
legs.
hashtag over it.
There you go.
It was something at the moment when you climbed the ship
Yeah.
and realised that this needed to be done. But the gloom of the below deck stretches away beyond where you can see. You two go together. There are 2 stairs up to the back of the ship. Are you going up the same one, or are you going up
I'll
either
walk
side?
up just with you. Yeah, just
Together.
I'll let you lead the way.
Up to the wheel of the ship.
All right, so Dupois leads on the left or the right stairs?
Right.
Okay. And up to the ship's wheel. The ship's wheel is not lashed, okay? It hasn't been lashed at all.
Lash that.
Yeah.
You can see that as the ship is kind of going through the waves, there is no movement in the wheel at all.
Suggest that the rudder's been broken, or?
You want to turn it? It turns freely. The ropes are cut. There is no connection between the ship's wheel and the rudder.
Okay.
That's not
The
something
ship
that's
is
easily
adrift.
repaired, is it?
Well, the ropes are going to kind of go down through the kind of housing.
Doesn't
Do a
mean-
bit of carpentry.
The ship's still
just
worth
open it up.
recovering, though.
Yes, you're going
Okay,
to need
so
to
I-
repair it. It's possible.
But-
You've just got to find where the
The
pull out
sailors
the old
aboard.
rope
The
and,
sailors aboard the
repair it.
Shepherd could make it seaworthy.
If they're willing to come back over to this.
The capstan is up here, and you can see the anchor is on the other side.
The captain is up
is
here?
capstan,
Oh.
where they tie off.
like-
Yeah, not the captain. No, he's down below.
He's dead.
But his dead eyes are staring up at you because you're literally standing right above him right now. He's looking at the ceiling, but technically he's looking at you, or at nothing. He's looking beyond. Okay, you two
Yeah.
down there.
Yep.
in the
Let's
gloom.
Check this out. I'm
Yes.
pretty
I
confident
think
this
we've made a
isn't a
good choice.
trap or anything
No,
at this
no.
point, so
We've made
it's
a good
just an
choice.
empty ship.
Yeah, of course. It's going to go super well.
What do you want to do?
Let's go that way.
Yes.
For the exit from?
Are you going to the front of the boat or the back?
Let's go to the front,
Let's
actually.
go to
That's
the front. Let's
closest,
start at
yeah.
the front.
So as you did last time.
Yep.
And how? Well, once you get beyond this kind of pool of grey light coming in, you're going into gloom. What are you going to do?
We've got the candles. We'll light
So you
them.
light a candle.
Light a candle
Okay,
each.
one each.
Yep.
Okay. So bear in mind that you're holding a candle in probably.
I'm going to take off a scarf and wrap it around my hand and just make a little bit of a...
What's in your other hand?
my knife.
Right. Okay. Drawing a knife.
Yes.
Well, that's a bit paranoid. What about you?
I've just got my candle.
Yeah. Okay.
I got the other hand free to
Okay.
touch
And your
things.
musket is slim.
I
Yeah.
only got shot.
Is it
I think I'm
loaded?
allowed to be carried.
It has its bayonet affixed.
It's really not good to walk around with.
Oh, right, yeah, fair, cool.
Because it makes
Probably
it
not
loaded,
then,
you get
yeah.
jam on things.
Loaded, no.
All right. All right. So you move through the darkness and the gloom with your candle lighting the way. As you go forwards, of course, the light recedes behind you. All right. And so there's the too much. There's a wall in front of you, and there are 2 doors left and
Left.
Left.
Is it locked?
right.
As all good French Republicans
Well, I'm
would
gonna,
say,
I'm
to
gonna
the
listen.
left.
I think I'm going to listen up to it. I'm going to listen up to it first.
Up on the rear of the deck, what are you doing?
Also head down?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll start heading down towards the galley. We'll light our candles on the deck,
Alrighty.
make sure everything's good.
Yeah, sure. The door is not locked. Are you opening it?
I'm going to listen at it first.
You're gonna make a listen roll.
Nope.
No? Okay, there's no sound from within. What are you
Good.
doing?
I'll open it up.
You open it. Okay, you open it, and with your candle, you can kind of see some hammocks in there with sea chests. Looks like a kind of a room for kind of midshipmen, like people of have positions of authority within the ship. So it's not like a massive crew berth.
Okay, but not as nice as captain.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So you two are coming down the same staircase or the other one?
Other one?
Well, just whichever one's closer, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
great.
it's just
All right.
the other one. Yeah.
And heading back across the deck, you can both make a listen roll.
55, 78. Nope.
No, I failed as well.
All right. So as you walking down, crossing the deck, getting towards the below deck, as above you, unseen, the massive sheet of wet canvas. And you see this shadow at the last minute of this kind of crashing down upon you.
Dodge?
Okay, on the... so yes, we're going to both make a dodge roll as bang! Now the spar is cracking.
Failed.
Failed dodge.
I rolled a 3.
3. I think you're going forwards or backwards.
Backflip out of the way.
Back towards that as bang! Down you are crushed under wet canvas. You kind of roll clear as bang! Down comes the top gallant, and bang comes down the top sail, and bang comes down the mainsail. All dropping upon wherever the Depois is. You cannot help but to hear this. The whole boat shakes and shudders.
What did they do?
I have no idea. We'll go find
so
out.
you've been looking in here, there's this kind of hammock swinging. Each hammock has a chest at the foot of it, but now there's kind of crash, crash, bang.
Yeah, I'd turn and run
back
the
up.
towards the
I'm
sound.
going to be already trying to calling out for Dupois,
Alright.
seeing if he can speak and trying to dig him out from the.
Leave
I
them
imagine
alone
it's
for
pretty
2
heavy.
seconds.
Roll some percentiles for me.
Just a percentile.
They clearly had more to work out than we thought.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're yelling out to him.
Dupois, can you hear me? And I'm trying to find in the.
Okay.
Where are the things you might
So make a luck roll.
Where is luck?
love
Yep.
column.
Cool. 53 now. 05.
You are extremely lucky. Hey! I love it in live play where somebody rolls a geometric piece of plastic and everyone goes, fuck yeah! Randomization for the win. You may take a d6 damage because you did get hit by a wet mast, but it didn't crush your skull.
5 points of damage. Ow.
Ow.
All right. Can you roll another roll for me?
Hold on. So I'm now on 11 hit points, and I got a 68. That's a pretty
Alright.
bloody awful roll.
All right. So you have been like you're alive under there, but you are insensible. Bang! Under like shrouds upon shrouds upon shrouds. So you're calling out. There is no answer.
I'm going to try and move things away. Do I have any idea where I might be if I'm trying to like dig out from under the
All right.
wet canvases?
You two come kind of rushing back up.
Looking at the damage on the ship, so we've lost a mast now.
Pardon?
The whole mast has come down.
Yes. Yeah. It's not the mast is good. It's the spars
sails.
and the sails. Like bang.
Adeline's just going to look at that.
Actually, no, I think it's just the sails will let go. The spars are still
Okay,
up
so
there.
the ship's not
so the
damaged.
ship is
Okay.
now, it's like an exposed bone.
Yeah.
Bruno, where's Dupois?
Help me! He's under
Flail.
one of these
Flail.
masts somewhere in here.
It's so hard to
Under one of the
get.
sails.
Okay, so make strength rolls.
Oh, I guess I'll help.
14. That's going to be one off a 1/5 result.
Oh, fantastic.
so we got a
You are hammering for it.
Just to see.
I'm
Now,
gonna spend
I'm not
3
going to
luck.
put this one up digitally yet, but you just read that. That's something that you have discovered in being knocked insensible. It's literally knocked sense into you. Something has become clear, perhaps from your previous experiences. So while you're like hauling him out, like making a strength roll, which is fantastic, and finally you find him, and he's kind of moaning. And
Classic.
he's seems to have kind of lost the power of speech right now because he's just been so sort of smashed.
I'm going to feel around in his pockets for his flask and try to figure
Okay, so you're doing some
Michael,
first
Dupois,
aid.
Dupois.
What? Yeah,
First
so
aid.
you'll make your first aid roll. You're basically trying to bring him around. What are you two doing?
I am surveying the damage to the ship.
All right. So and they couldn't have helped to have noticed that from the other ship.
Yeah.
You know, like when all the canvas came down.
I failed. What are the stakes if I push?
Oh, you don't want to push
Okay.
first aid rolls unless you want to, like, I
Drama.
don't know. Look, tray panning.
No, okay,
Yep,
no,
absolutely.
I failed.
Skull of take the top of the skull off. Need to
Okay.
get a point in there.
Yeah, I rolled a 75 on a 30.
Alright,
so
okay,
I
cool.
just
So you're
pour
unable-
whiskey into his mouth.
Yeah, unable to bring him around at this point. What are you two doing?
Yeah, so if he's like been got out, there's no. You said there was like kind of something tearing them down, or did they just fall down? Is there any evidence that something happened?
You look and it's
Yeah.
like all of it's like they've just fallen straight
Right.
off
Oh, okay.
where they were. They would have been kind of tied up.
Right.
And there's kind of ropes kind of flapping around. So they're all kind of let go
Yeah.
in sequence. Like you kind of, in hindsight, you saw you got a fantastic dodge roll.
I think I'm gonna get my musket
And in
off
fact,
my back.
there really should be a sanity roll. That is not normal. Like this thing has been sailing for 2 months.
And then
You don't have to make sanity roll because
I'm
you-
unconscious.
Yeah. No,
15,
yeah.
15.
15. Okay, lose a point. You guys make sanity.
Oh,
sanity,
yep.
sanity.
8.
Pardon?
8.
13.
Oh, okay. Well, gee, people should do a better job on the rigging. Seriously.
This is
Someone
just
might
lazy.
get
I'm
hurt.
sure this happens on ships all the time.
Yeah, this is just lazy. I'm.
All right.
I'm getting my musket out though.
And now, so Renault has been trying to bring Dupois round, but has not succeeded. So you're going to have to use a lot of luck. And let's just talk about the amount
you want me to have a
of
look
luck.
at it?
This man, the most dangerous man in Paris with a knife, has saved your life.
I know.
By murdering
Well, I did
someone.
75, so I can use
Renault,
35 points of
You
luck.
can use 30. You can use as much luck as you like.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm on 60. Someone
All right,
good,
okay.
someone good at
Well,
economy,
that
tell
is
them
a
I'm
Would you
noble.
like a hand?
That is a noble thing. So yeah, with the rum.
Sorry.
So yeah, you come around, but it's like you've been so brained. It's like you've lost the like you. Yeah, like there was just like 5 points. Like
Success.
your skull's absolutely been kind of bonced. So
Dubois. Do you need more
So
whiskey?
yeah. All right, but he's back among you, and I'll let you know when you manage to cough out your first word. All right. Worksite accident. Standards have fallen.
What happened, Renault?
0 days. It's last.
Yeah, 0 days since last incident.
What happened?
Okay, well, he can describe the
Say,
scene, and
yeah,
so now
yeah.
you all know what occurred.
Right.
Oh, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. We were just walking down to meet you, and the sail started falling down.
I just started
Shoddy rigging.
falling down. Yes, clearly. This is going to take effort.
You get from a
to fix.
merchant vessel.
Is Dubois all right?
Hey, Dubois. He'll be fine.
That's what he always sounds like first thing in the morning.
Right? We didn't see anyone down below as far as we checked.
It's called the Dupois greeting.
We did both recheck.
Stand up and try and shake myself off a little bit.
All right. I'll give you the whole thing. You can send over. All right.
we should finish checking this out.
He's walking wounded, but he's here.
Okay.
All right, let's go back downstairs, get this out of the way, ring the bell, and then get back on the other ship.
Do you need a shoulder, Dubois?
Quick sweep. Just make sure there's nobody else here. No other unpleasant surprises for the
Last time, because
crew.
I was lighting my candle when the sails came in. We have spare candles, right?
Yeah, so you lost that candle, now you have 8.
Okay, all right. Someone make
Not that
down.
anyone's counting.
Okay, okay,
Can
fine.
you write down 8?
8 candles, like cumulatively, right?
Yeah,
Not me
that's
personally.
everybody, yeah.
So
Alright,
you've
I'll
lost
do
the
it.
spare, 2 each. You can make a luck roll.
99!
You got 6 candles. You can get his 10 if you like, but you're going to have to lift 3 heavy wet sails.
No, it's fine. I'll give you one of my candles. So I have 1 candle, and you have 1 candle, and you both have 2 candles. We have 6 candles. So many candles.
This is fine.
Be fine.
Jesus, I'm so in the moment, I began drank from the glass. People might not want to use that one.
Right.
You know, Concrete.
Aye, and the
kids.
Hardies.
Look out.
All right, let's go downstairs.
Let's get
this
this
over
one.
with.
I'm beginning to get more and more worried that the boat might not come back when we're done
Yes,
here.
that is my
But we'll
concern.
just ring the bell. Why would you have a worry like that?
So the bell is up near the helm.
Oh yeah, that'll be a pain in the ass, but like, bring
Can
it.
you make a spot hidden?
We'll ring it, but I just don't know if they'll come.
You're an educated man, aren't you?
Hard
Renaud?
success.
The minute you say that, we'll just ring the bell. Something
The bell.
that you really should have noticed at the time, but you weren't thinking about it. It was all this focus on the ship's wheel. Yeah, that's where the bell hangs.
Ah.
The bell is gone.
Oh fuck.
What's wrong?
Mad.
Yeah. The
bell's gone,
The bell's
isn't it?
gone. It's
The
fine.
bell's gone.
We have signal flares, I assume.
I don't think so.
Not wanting a vampire games, Ryan.
That's right.
I don't
Anyway,
think
are
so.
we walking down into the...
Well, they
Anyway,
kind
we're
of
I
here
believe
now.
you.
Yes.
I believe you.
That's right. We can
We'll
set a big
proceed
fire
together.
and they'll come.
I'm not sure they're going to
The
come.
point is to save the ship. We need this year.
All right.
They
Are
would
you
have heard that. It's fine.
are you moving together down to where
Yep.
you were before?
Yes,
Yes.
so we'll go ahead on down to the
Going
same
back
spot, right?
downstairs.
Is it all four of you?
Yes.
Yeah, what? Yes, go down, go ahead, and I'll just.
Fine. We'll just keep doing all the work, I suppose.
We're going downstairs.
So you're gesturing that you guys should check out the back of the boat.
Use your words.
I'm glad that they're learning to
What
talk
are
about their feelings.
Yes. I mean, it seems very progressive of
I'm just
the
going to grab
first
his face and hold his mouth up.
Yeah. It seems like he's like jaw. Maybe he's smashed his jaw or something.
Buddy.
Seems to be some kind of. You know.
Does that hurt you when I grab you? Alright, sure.
So he's
Okay.
gesturing
Wait,
to do the 2-2 again.
Sure.
Sure.
We do
All right,
we
yeah,
need to do
we
this
don't
quickly.
have a lot of time anyway. Okay, so
We
we'll
don't
go.
have much
We'll go
time.
to the back.
All right,
You'll
cool.
keep
So let's
looking
go
in
back
other-
to the front to where you
Yeah.
guys were.
We've got another
So there
door.
are all the sea chests.
I think we're just going to go for the other door.
Yeah, just see what's in the other rooms. Yep.
I mean, we're specifically looking for people.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So you open the other door, and I can clean that up for you. And that looks like a more well-appointed cavern. And you immediately, the minute you open that door, you go, I see someone has been using rouge in here. Powder? Aha, a wig.
The Aristo.
Yeah.
I told you
Aristo.
they'd be at the front of the ship.
Yeah. You know their lairs.
Usually one.
So on the left, again, it's like where the kind of people who have positions. So people like the boatswain or the bosun who's responsible for discipline on the ship. The quartermaster, the doctor would have their bunks on the left. And on the right seems to be like almost a stateroom, like a passenger is here. You can see there is a bed. It does not have a corpse in it. There is a desk with kind of papers.
Hoping for
In fact,
an
there's
Aristo
paper
call.
scattered all over the place here, and there is a periwig on the floor. And like there's long curls of white paper.
I'm going to pick that up.
Behind me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting
See
freaked
on the
out.
cameras.
Okay, cool.
I'm definitely going to pick the paper up though.
Okay,
Collecting.
so the paper on the floor, it's kind of long sheafs of paper. It's like vellum. It's white, like it's bleached. There's nothing written on it, okay? But you can see that there is a spot. Okay, and also there's like a hole, and then there's another smaller hole.
In the paper.
Yeah, it's like this long curling white, and it's a bit flaky. The vellum. It hasn't been cured well.
Something strange.
That's weird.
Why's that?
Not exactly useful.
Make a you are.
I'm quite educated.
Yeah, you're quite educated and very clever. Make a spot hidden roll.
2.
You know that spot?
Mm-hmm.
You know that well.
I do.
That's a beauty spot.
I see.
Do you realise what you're holding?
Oh,
I'm
no.
holding somebody's skin.
Roll sanity.
Yay!
Wouldn't she like that though? Fuck yeah.
If you hit your
Metal.
skin, is that a
Yeah, you made
success?
the roll, but
Yeah.
the
That's pretty bad.
open the larger hole here.
Yeah, it's a mouth, right, I see.
What is that?
Here.
It's
you make the
it's-
roll?
I did make the roll. If I
Lose 1
meet it,
point.
if I meet it,
Lose
is that
1 point.
okay?
Oh, so the way the rules
Yeah,
work
'cause I
is
don't know whether
sometimes
it's
you
either
lose
beat it
nothing,
or-
but some things are too horrible.
Oh
and
no,
do
that's
that
fine.
again.
I just rolled exactly on my sanity, so I don't know
Lo-
if that's
You lose a point.
cool. Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to look over at Martina. It's nothing, and put it back on the ground.
Okay, as you try to do that, it kind of flakes. There's dandruff coming off it.
Yeah, skin dandruff, my
Face
favorite.
dandruff.
Yeah, face dandruff, my
And a
absolute
little
favorite.
bit of powder.
Yeah.
Some rouge.
Yeah.
It smells rich in here.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
it does.
so there is the desk there.
I'm going to go through the drawers if there are any.
Okay, well there is in fact a letter on the desk.
I
I
ignore
am
it.
not touching anything else in
Because
this
I
room.
cannot read. But if you're
You
not
pass
touching it,
it
I'll
over.
pick it up and give it to you.
Gingerly take it. This is also not a face, is it? This is not a face. Just
Is this face skin?
is this a face? I'm going to store that away in a part of my brain that I don't look at, and pretend it never happened.
Alrighty, so
That's
there is a letter. Oh, let me clear some fog off for you.
Yes, please.
No, that's the ship's log.
Ship's log?
That is the ship's log.
Bottom right. I'm just really bad with mice, you know.
Okay.
But there's great functionality here to be able to display these things. I can clear the fog off for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Okay. So I will read aloud for myself and my team. Mon chéri, I long to see you and the children. I trust Madame L has kept you all safe from the madness.
Madam L, you knew it!
I do?
You knew it, Madam Luxembourg!
Luxembourg. I
She
held her
said
face.
she was a staunch Republican. She'd even put in a vote for Pikes for Women. It was a front.
Ah,
Like the hashtag.
This
Pikes
cast
for
doubt on
Women.
the entire Pikes for Women project.
Read
I'm
on.
going to have some words when we get back. However, I think I don't really need to worry too much about Madame L anymore since her face is on the floor.
Sorry?
What?
No, this is an unsent letter, and it's addressed. So the Madame L is referred to. The letter is signed by someone called Bertrand.
We have sailed from Brest without incident. Our escape is assured. That bitch. The collection is safely stowed away, far from the boots of the vandals. They would break history beneath their heels, treasure lost for all the ages to come. Master Demari informs me that there is a storm ahead, and our passage to Ireland may be rough. Captain Moreau has made this voyage many times, and his crew know what they are doing. If not, they feel the lash of the boatswain de Ville. The man has such an evil countenance, I wonder if indeed he is the devil himself. However, at least he is on our side, unlike those who defile Notre Dame. Guilty. I will send this the moment I am on Irish soil. Be brave, we will all be together soon. Without your love and support, I would have blah, 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 blah.
So they had some kind of treasure that they
They had some kind of
transporting.
treasure. I feel like,
Sounds like
however,
monarchists.
it might be here.
Oh, in the one
Well,
of the...
beneath the boots, you know.
Well,
why
let's have a
else?
look.
Why else take the ship if you were?
And also, the
transporting-
Cathedral of Notre Dame has not been defiled. You've been to some excellent parties there.
Yes.
They just don't pray there anymore.
Well, they just. I mean, I suppose it depends entirely on your definition.
Alrighty.
What was that you said about the floor?
Nope. Don't recall anything about the floor. But I do think there might be treasure on the ship. These treasures that they
Wonderful.
mention. I mean,
Well,
there's a chest in
might,
here, isn't
might,
there?
might make this all worthwhile.
There's a chest in the room. Yeah. There's like a.
I think that was in the.
No, that was There was.
There are sea chests in the other room.
There was some sea chests in the other room.
Give me fog, boys. Thank you.
Dog. Does there look like there's a desk or anything, or like a chest in this room?
So you may look about and you see the kinds of things that you would expect from the aristos, like some fine things, everything kind of indicative of their decadence, treasures that
Disgusting.
belong to France, treasures that should be go towards the war effort.
Yes. Oh, good.
Oh,
so
so
they're
there are
just
treasures
they're
in
just
here.
here.
No, as in terms of money,
Right.
Yep.
francs, jewelry.
Taken it.
But
Yeah.
there are no other, what we would refer to in the trade as a clue.
Yes.
Okay, so you two, however, Renaud, you are heading back.
Yes, I'm following you around.
Is there another set of stairs going down? Is there another
Going
deck?
down again.
Yeah.
I think you want to go down the back way.
I was thinking going down again, because then we can do.
So you're doing the lower deck. We'll keep doing this one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep going down.
I am filling my pockets.
You
with
get to the
gold.
stairs and Paul Dupois with his jaw.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I was grabbing you. That's like,
Getting
right,
there.
that's all right, let's go down. Gosh. When all this is over, Dubois, you and I are getting out of here, having a stiff drink, far away from any women on these ships.
I found the
So,
aristo.
We're not the ones who had a sail fall.
yeah, with you holding up your candle, have you got your candle lit or are you just relying on his? Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure
Okay.
of their laws.
So
Probably
you-
not relying on
You
his.
can't
Neither
hear my
am I.
disparagement.
Oh, no,
Relying
I
on his
know.
because we need to save the candles. I've already lost one.
Are you speaking now,
If
or-
you aren't holding a candle, you could have both hands on you.
We've got one candle each. One candle each.
So
looking around-
Dupois has not
Yeah,
lit
yeah,
his.
sure.
He's there with his musket.
I think you're a little on edge. You go in front of me. Okay, yeah, cool. And I'll hold the candle like past the side of his head, so just sort of like.
All right. But make a dexterity roll. You put his hair on
So
fire.
do you want to-
Oh, he doesn't have much hair. It'll be
I'm not
fine.
a moron. Like, I can hold a candle. I rolled a D6 of that. Sorry.
You know what now?
42.
No.
That's my dex.
All right.
I
No.
passed. I passed.
No industrial accidents. I mean, you know, open flames and gunpowder. It's totally safe.
How many
How
minutes
bad
since
guns
last
were.
So
year?
you are now down in the cargo deck. And there is lots of barrels and crates and all manner of things here. But you can see some of the kind of things that you would see, like bolts of cloth and things that were going to be all sealed up, things that will be transported as part of their general cargo for trade. But you can also see there is, as you kind of cast about a little over here on this side, you can see that all of these crates are very carefully sealed. You can see a little bit of straw somewhere that was like they've been packed with straw, and they're all kind of numbered quite carefully. So you guys are moving down there below. What about you two upstairs?
Probably going to head to the other side of the deck.
Right, so did you
We
want
only
to,
did the
you've got the
front
other cabin up here?
Yeah, we had a look at, we've looked at both of those.
Yep. So down the other
the
end.
other end.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's it. All right, down to the other side, moving off
I'm
into the
going to
dark.
pocket the letter as well.
Okay, cool.
I will leave the face on the floor.
Alrighty. So you can make an intelligence roll.
Yep, success.
Okay, cool. So they are smuggling Bertrand,
Yeah.
deceased.
Oh. Well, one would hope.
Oh,
One would hope he's deceased. If he's not, we've got a
very
problem.
expressive.
Yes.
Bertrand, deceased.
Bertrand, deceased.
You have an unsaid
Hopefully.
letter to his wife.
Yes.
So therefore, the master of the ship is a traitor.
Yes.
And you know that the master's going to be in the other cabin. So there's going to be more evidence on the other side.
Oh, and
Because that's the person. It's not
the
the
we know,
master
yeah.
owns the ship and arranges all the cargo manifest, whereas the captain just
does
simply
the
does
ship.
what he's paid to do.
All right. So we'll probably go through the
so this room that we briefly
other
looked at.
one, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to go through the chests in there
Sure,
and find
sure.
some more evidence of treason.
All right, so you those chests are locked. Your locksmith back there.
Yeah, I've got some.
I've got
I'll
none.
give it a shot.
I've got none.
I'm just gonna, pick up something like probably not especially suitable, jam it in there, try to like.
All right. Well,
get
I
it
mean, you
open.
can try to pick the lock, or you can just smash the thing. That's fine.
I'll just try to smash it actually.
It is
Whatever
so
it is for that.
dark down below.
Yeah.
Like these crates coming in out of the gloom. I guess when you drink, your hands get steady, but you're holding your musket. Look around. I'll make a spot hidden roll for you. What's your spot hidden chance?
My spot hidden chance is 45.
45. You just crates as the lantern moves around. The shadows are thrown here and there just because of the wavering flame, but you don't see anything else kind of moving down here. Right upstairs, how'd you go?
Yeah. So what do I roll for that?
Just
For
your
smashing it.
Oh, you don't have a locksmith skill?
I've got 20
Well,
or
roll it.
so.
Just give it a go.
You have no faith in dice, Melody.
89.
That's why. This little woman has been throwing up for days.
Yeah.
Make a strength roll.
65. I'm going to spend 10 luck.
All right, sure. So you basically kind of batter a chest open.
Yeah, I'm going to grab another chest and try and
Okay,
battle one
have a
open.
go.
I'm not even going to try with locksmith. 57 success.
On
60 strength.
On strength. Okay, so you're used to looking for evidence like bang bang. I think it is you that opens the right one because you've got the nose.
Yes.
I smell treachery.
I know what it smells like.
You have
And now I know
opened
what
up
this gift feels like.
what seems to be kind of like a sailor's chest. There's a degree of personal rum stored here, and some lot of cards, and an amount of money, like a lot of money.
Wow.
All right? And so many knives. Oh
So
my
many?
goodness, like
Wow.
11 knives. You want more knives? We've got some knives.
I'll take
Knives,
some
whalebone.
knives.
This is a person
Great.
who really likes
Look,
knives.
if there's anything I know how to do, it's how to like fence stuff off, things like that. I'll grab a handful of things.
Before. You go
Okay.
straight to the hammock on the other side and
Go with the
open the
best
chest of the master, the owner of the ship, and discover the cargo manifest.
Yes. Yes, good.
Right.
This is what we want. As opposed to that other thing that I picked up, which I do not want.
Cargo manifest, if you would.
So this was up in.
This is in the end that we're looking at,
Okay.
the other cabin.
The room we were looking at when the whole sail incident happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go up. Wrong level. My fault. Okay. So, for those watching at home wanting to know about Arkenforge, you can do dynamic lighting, which means you can make it all kind of nice and gloomy, but we're going up to where the handouts live, up on this level, so that your weak candlelight can still manage to read. Yeah, that's the one. All right.
So that's the ship's log at the
That's the
moment?
ship's log. There's the manifest. Hello. Oh, goodness. Roman temple floor tiles.
So yeah, read.
Centurion's helmet, Celtic leather mask, gold coin. Oh, goodness. Celtic chariot wheel, Gallic clay jars, Neanderthal tooth, cured skins, unknown animal with tattoos, rock with cave painting, a beast with 4 tusks, small menhir of goddess figure.
What on earth is this?
This
Is this what they're shipping?
Yes. This is the treasure spoken of.
It's a collection of antiquities.
Yes, it is
Is there a
a
number,
collection of
is there a number 8 that we
Archaeology.
can't quite read?
The original handout, I just wrote etc.
So it's kind of-
Because there's pages of
There's a
this.
bunch, and there is
Let me
pages.
see. It was clay pipe and flute from Normandy. I actually wrote that and then cut it off because
Okay.
I'm the king of handouts.
Yes.
So yeah, you are. So that is where you are, down in the dark
My
together
goodness.
with your one candle lit.
This is very exciting.
Well, as long as we can get this boat back to
Oh,
back
yes,
to shore.
yes, of course.
Spoilers.
Fuck,
Spoilers.
fog, fog. Ah. Go look. Let's go back up here. Thank you.
So these people are monarchists or something. Then.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So you two down there, surrounded by all the crates.
I might try and open a crate.
Okay. All right.
One of the sealed ones with the straw coming out. The numbered ones.
Pardon?
They look like normal standard crates. Do we have any reason to believe?
They're kind of they are numbered. They've got kind of straw to them. They do look kind of standard. There we go.
Need a bigger circle. There you go. Perfect.
So as you go kind of along that side of the
Yeah,
deck,
it's all great.
yeah, there's absolutely many of them. You're going to leave one open, make a
Crack one
strength
open.
roll.
Yep.
I wish I was there for this.
Maybe we should.
24.
Yeah.
That's more than half.
And you can make a spot hidden roll.
We're going to rush downstairs.
4.
Oh, fantastic. So you can see, yeah, they're kind of numbered, they're sealed. It looks like some of them have been opened. Somebody has been clearly looking for stuff, you know, having a little kind of bit of a shufty. So you can see
The mutiny
some of
makes
them are
sense
kind
if they were
of
trying to pilfer.
carelessly placed. You can also see that there was a storm at sea, and they're kind of thrown about a bit. So some of them are kind of on their side and things like that. And with your 04, you can see that, yeah, one of them is looking really kind of completely smashed. It was like thrown against the bulkhead.
Okay. We'll walk over and take a closer look at that one.
Yep.
So you're heading over there,
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
up the light.
I'll walk up behind him.
All right, sure. What are you doing?
Okay, behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. I'm fine. This is fine.
Okay, so you're leaning in. You can see in the smashed thing there seem to be kind of jars, like clay jars, but one of them has kind of been smashed, and the top has been shorn off it. And you kind of, as you're kind of looking in, make a listen roll.
Always a good sign.
You're real well.
Has anyone seen Alien? Failed.
All right. So roll dice, no reason.
Any particular die? D100?
Percentile, and you should roll as well.
85.
16.
All right,
I
so
use luck.
when it suddenly becomes incredibly cold, you it's like the temperature is dropping down here, and then your light goes out.
Oh my god, candle light
Much
goes
better
out.
about my
Candle.
face scarf.
Goes out.
Dupois. Just blow out the... Dupois. Dupois, you okay?
There is something on your face.
That's gross.
Something in your ears. Something going in your eyes. Something.
Okay. Can I call it?
hideous.
What is it?
All
What is
right,
it?
make a roll percentile dice.
16.
16. All right, you are kind of desperately kind of tear. Now you should roll as well.
88.
All right. Okay. So you can hear a sort of tumbling, kind of ripping, kind of open sounds as like a body is hitting the floor as it's kind of a
I'm
slurping kind
gonna
of
try and pull
sound.
my pistol that I loaded earlier
Yeah.
and fire blindly in the direction
All
of the
right.
sound.
Make a roll.
This is
My
all
pistol?
very exciting. We have to get downstairs as soon as we can.
I got a hard success on my pistol roll.
Hard success.
I wanna see these,
fantastic. Make a.
Antiquities?
All right.
These
So you
antiquities.
hear a pistol shot from down below.
Oh dear.
There is a brief moment of muzzle flash.
Oh, when
What
I,
does
oh, no.
he see?
Me.
Yeah.
Just you.
And how are you looking? He's looking split open. Peeling apart. And out of him is coming this coruscating tide of shadow as it's evacuating this body and getting into yours. The
you're
children
gonna
might be waiting up. Make a sanity roll as the host is flopping down. You chose the right body under the sail. In the dark where no one saw
really
you.
had a lot
You
to work
roll,
out.
okay.
Still losing.
You're going to lose D3 points.
D3.
Bang! You're now in the dark with it. What are you going to do?
Did I shoot it or not? muzzle flare.
Yes. Well, you shot and bang. Yeah, roll damage.
3 points.
You definitely kind of knocked a hole in it. In that kind of moment of horror.
Okay.
Bang! What are you doing? You guys are kind of way upstairs.
I've got-
Yeah,
We
we're
gotta
heading
go.
down, yeah.
Light-
I've
I'm lighting
got
a
2
candle.
shots on my
Yeah.
pistol, so I'm going to shoot it again.
We're probably
You're
still
going
got
to draw
candles.
your other pistol.
So I've got 2 pistols.
There's no revolvers in 1793. But you've
Pistols,
got 2.
2. I was like
pistols,
2
yeah.
bullets. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so you're trying to haul up the other. What is your dexterity?
my dexterity is 55.
Fine. What's your dexterity?
My
Your other dexterity.
my other dexterity.
Your new dexterity.
I don't have it.
It's
Oh,
down
it's right there. Oh,
50.
50.
You are quicker than it, so you fire.
Gonna kill you. 16 again, which is that's an extreme success.
Fantastic. All right. So,
Hail damage.
yes, you do. So
How's
you're
that
gonna. So you basically do 8 plus D6.
12.
Right, that is fantastic. So you more or less, you kind of can't see what you're doing, but you kind of have to push your hand into this coruscating tide of cold that's flowing over your arm.
good.
You're firing the pistol inside it as it's trying to crawl into your head. All right, it is the last shot. Bang! You shoot, but it's all over you. Like you've knocked another hole in it, but it is not gone. So, what are you going to do now?
Can I make a Cthulhu Mythos roll? No.
Sure.
I mean, 5%. No.
Okay, roll an attack.
You've got no idea what's happening.
96.
All right, so you two come rushing down.
We've got candles.
Both of you make dexterity rolls, running with candles.
I'm guessing
Yes,
I
I'm
can't
good.
kind of do any kind of pushing or locking
Yeah,
or.
6.
No,
We're
that,
very dexterous.
Rude.
Mike Mason, if you're watching this, we've had a request from players that monsters should be able to use luck points and push their rolls to murder people. Workshop that. All right, are the candles still on?
I got an
Success.
extreme.
Then you're going to regret that.
Oh, no.
Because you
Explosion.
hold
Oh,
the candles high as you rush
You can
down
see now.
and see. Describe the exact scene.
Body split open, black ooze spiraling out, flowing up his face, into his face, bits of blown off, blood, spattered, gore, chest broken
Actually,
open.
that was just a trick of the candle, because in fact, as the blackness pours out, it's pulling all of the colour out of you. He's flaking off into one of those husks.
Yes,
Sandra, you seem very pleased about that. Let's roll sanity.
I'm
Let's
pleased.
roll
I don't know how Adeline's going to go. Oh no. No,
25.
actually, good. Yeah, 39.
Okay, lose D3 each. All right, so in the horror of the moment, you can kind of see that there's something terrible kind of occurring down here. All right, so you had to go. We're going to start at the top. What's your dexterity?
70.
70.
60.
60. Okay, so you guys are kind of coming down the stairs and you kind of see this going on down below. You go, and just in the horror of the moment, you're doing things. What do you want to do?
I'm going to grab Melody and run. I'm going to, yeah.
Really? You're just out of here. It's like,
Yes.
whoop, nope. No. Or as the French say, no.
No.
All right,
I'm
so
grabbing
you
the
are being hauled.
Right.
I'm
This
grabbing
is a moment of
and
being
I'm
a
running.
hero, and you're being
Nope.
hauled out of here. Do you want to? You can. You're a free person. You can go with that. Shut up, Renault. Your face is covered in stuff. Do you want to be hauled to safety and live, or do you want to resist the haul of Adeline?
I'm not like bodily.
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
a grab and a tug as
So,
I'm leaving.
just check, it takes like
I am
4
out.
rounds to load my musket.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
That's a long time. I should have.
Yeah, you know, you got to all that sort of stuff.
No, I'm gonna brush you off and like.
Right. So, are you
head
going
down
to
there.
physically
Yeah.
pull her back?
No.
You need her.
I need
She's
her.
the figurehead. She's
But
rushing
I'm not
towards
going to
that
physically
thing.
pull her back.
All right, so you remain on the
Okay.
stairs. You rush forwards. What are you doing?
Here's a gun. I rush forward. I'm gonna hit it.
All right, okay, with what?
Whatever I can grab or my fist. Candlestick if I need to.
Sure. Right. Well, those are a good number of choices.
Yeah.
You can get a belaying pin because we haven't
Yeah.
had one yet.
I'll
and
have a
it's
belaying
not
pin,
shipboard
thank you.
adventure.
Yeah.
So someone has been belayed, or you can hit it with the candle, or you can punch it, kick it, bite it. What do you want to do?
I mean, would just hitting it with like a blaying pin, does that come into brawl or would that
It's
that be
totally a
separate
brawl.
thing? Yeah, I'll just grab a blaying
Okay,
pin.
all right. So you scoop that up and have a swing. You should make a dodge.
So no, I
With a
need a light.
60% dodge.
I think.
84.
Right, how'd you go?
91.
All right, so you come running down.
I have a lot of luck.
But when you get the candle next to it, what happens then? It is shrinking back away from you. Your dexterity was?
55.
Why did I make everyone faster than the monster? This sucks. What are you doing?
I'm going to. I'd like to. I can see, right? I don't have the. like a little
No,
bit.
you can't actually.
Okay,
because
well,
it's
I'm
gonna
still
fly
gonna
all over
draw
you.
my saber.
No, actually, yeah, no. As the candle came
pull away.
close, it pulled. There's a sound as it comes off your face. Get another look at it with the light. This is even worse. Look at that saving roll.
4.
Yes. You are so sane.
Again,
this time,
I was at the
Holland.
Bastille. This is fine.
do you
I
wanna
would
do?
like to draw my saber and try and.
All right, draw your saber and strike.
strike.
So that's
That's
from
good.
your
Time
point of
for
view,
that.
you're kind of reeling backwards and
Yeah.
hauling it out and so on. So I'm going to give what is that?
You've run back up the stairs?
I have not run
Standing.
back up.
You have retreated.
I've started to
What-
retreat, yes.
Okay. Light source?
Yes. All right, and the weirdest thing happens.
Yeah.
This thing goes down onto the deck, and this shadow of Dupois, now fully detached from his completely ensanguinated, next-coloured,
Right.
white, flaky kind of corpse, and there's a clonk, roll, roll, roll of the rum flask.
Buddy.
And it's rushing straight at you. You need to roll a
Okay.
dodge. You need to roll an attack.
Yes, 21 on dodge, which is.
Oh, 9 on my
And the luck
attack.
to make that a.
No, you can't
Oh,
change
no,
degrees
better.
of success.
Succeed or not.
So, you've made a hard dodge, which is fantastic. The monster makes an extreme attack. Shadow poof, snuffs out the candle, which goes out. And suddenly you are choked in this kind of enveloping, terrible stuff. And it's, as you're kind of staggering back, it's fully attached. And suddenly it's kind of getting into you. And basically it's just darkening the inside of you.
Right.
But as
Horrible.
it does so, it is like your insides are becoming darker and darker and darker as of night. So you lose D6 times 10 con.
Whoa.
Or D6.
Whoa.
You lose
Holy
30 con.
moly.
And the same again for strength.
Yikes.
60.
Strength. What's your strength?
55.
Thank you. Thank you, Dupois. Richard Watts. Pass Melody the sheet. You've got a new home. The hero of France.
This is not going to go well.
Woof. As it just envelops, and then suddenly she's fine. It's just like it's dissipated, but it's dark here. You're still up here with a candle.
I've got a candle.
You're down there in the darkness. Here's that thing, and it's kind of gloomy. That candle went out, so there's like a little bit of light from above. What do you do?
I really need a girl. I need you, girl. I need her.
You're advancing.
I'm going to advance on.
Come back down the stairs.
Yeah,
Light
I
is in the
need
image.
Yeah,
her.
light is coming down.
I need
What are you doing?
Martine.
I'm going to run, seeing this.
Yeah.
Not a moron. I got my saber out. I'm running straight towards you.
I need her.
And I'm yelling, no, we're
we
going
have to
upstairs.
save her.
Go upstairs now.
We
I'd
have
like
to
to
save
try
her.
and intimidate or command or can I do anything
You can't
to try
use that
and...
on other players.
Oh, come on. Okay, fair enough.
Still not vampire.
I believe you act your heart out, and she can decide.
Okay. If I can get to her, I'm going to
Describe it. Oh, you
grab
could
her
hold it
fiercely with
physically.
my hand that's not holding a
Saber, thank you.
So like by the up of your arm
Yeah.
here, like quite
We
fiercely.
have to save her.
That's right.
We have to save her.
We'll worry about it when we go upstairs.
I mean,
This is too long conversation.
No,
so,
I'm sorry.
are
We
you
gotta go.
going or not? As you're holding the candle up, what are they seeing?
I think you're the-
so they've got the candle out.
Yeah.
I've got the candle.
You know, I look normal. I'm calmly like looking at the now
The
demised
the papery,
Dupois
fleshy-
and picking up the rum flask and walking towards them.
Twangy.
Calmly.
All right, so Ugel turns, picks up the rum flask, and is now turning towards you.
Okay.
I believe she is smiling. Make a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, I think
I'd like
that's...
to not have my back to her, yeah.
Nope. Absolutely
She
not.
is smiling, she is leaking.
Yep.
She is leaking shadow, it's gurgling from her jaw. Look as messed up as you can.
So
Look as messed
Yeah,
up
oh.
as you can. Give her the hell look. As shadow is leaking, there's shadow in her eyes. Roll sanity, the heroine
Yeah.
of France is a monster.
Oh no, nope.
Lose D10 at last, finally.
Okay, 1.
What?
What?
Am I placed into this now?
I believe we need to gift you for this. This is the Tabletop Crew podcasting last night. If you can find Herbie, he's giving out these
Herbie.
wonderful charms of Cthulhu who will bless your dice with a little 0-1. And I think you've earned that for that terrible sanity roll.
One.
All right,
Fine.
that's bad.
I know what I'm going to do now, though.
What are you doing?
I'm piecing out. I'm like,
You're out.
peace.
What are you doing?
All right.
I am seeing this. I'm going to say I'm very sorry. And I'm going to lunge at her with the candle.
With a
try and
pike?
set her clothes alight.
All right, candle coming at you, monster.
Yeah.
All right.
Terribly sorry.
Make a brawl roll.
Yep.
Now, you've got two
No,
choices. You can either
absolutely
dodge
not.
this or you can just vacate and get her.
Oh, and you're piecing out.
I was
He's
going to say,
running
I'm
upstairs.
running on the way,
You
though.
said you were running.
I
You're
was
on.
running.
I'm
It's all down
vacate.
here. I'll get right back to you, Ryan. I just want to
vacate.
know in this very exact moment that they're
Vacate.
closer to each other.
Okay.
I failed that terribly. I can't push that, can I?
No, I'll dodge.
Not in
I'll dodge.
never.
No.
Okay, so what are you going to
I wanna
say?
get
I was going to say,
Closer.
so as I'm running out,
Yeah.
is there a chance I will notice the rum bottle that fell off Dupois' body?
Well, no.
I picked it up.
Weirdly
Did you?
enough, the
That's
creature
so
has
fucking
it.
weird. Why would you pick that up? That's so
I'm normal.
frustrating.
What's so fucking weird? you should hang out with me in the
then I
darkness.
won't, and I will keep. I'll get to the top. I'll go to the top.
All right, you have to do it for Martine. You have to do it for the girls. You have to live,
Yeah,
Renaud.
I need to
You
get
have
out of
to
here.
live.
I know,
As
yeah.
Adeline with a
I
candle
need to
running
do it for
through
the
the
sorry.
captain
dark.
and his
What are
family
you going to
too.
do?
Yeah, so I'm going to get out of the way and
Oh,
put
okay.
out your candle.
All right, so suddenly she smiles at you. You may describe as your face splits open.
Yeah.
You're the
Oh,
keeper
okay.
now. Describe it.
Yeah, okay, right. Sure. So, starting from like the bottom, the face like splits kind of like up, and out. Yeah, it's, yeah, it's like when you see like a burst of ink in water or something, except with like this like coruscating like darkness, and like kind of like hovers there for a moment and then like punches through.
So just straight.
You might want to dodge that.
I absolutely do want to dodge that. Where's my dodge? I think I have a pretty good. No. You
Don't you
have
haven't
this
hit
back.
yet. 60% chance to hit.
Yep. Nope, 99.
Whoa, oh my God! It is that the candle holds the thing back. It's like coming right at you. You're like, but just the, it just shirks back. It doesn't like the light. What are you going to do?
I'm setting it on fire.
Oh, that's right. You did say you were going to do
That's-
that. Okay,
that's
you
the
are
goal
doing
here.
your brawl. Have a go.
31, yes. So
All
that
right,
is.
that is fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep up your attack or dodge?
I'll try to dodge if I can.
Okay, all right.
So
It
do I
shrinks
roll
away. Yes.
dodge, or do I just have my dodge?
50%.
Oh yeah. 57.
All right. It's
Very
not,
good.
weirdly enough, you want to set it alight.
Yes.
But you're doing something better. You're putting light into it. You're
Yes.
literally lighting it from within.
Yes, good.
How many hit points did you have left?
I had
Thing 1.
Thing 1 had 6 hit points left.
Right, okay. You're going to do D6 points of damage with this candle.
All right.
If you haven't needed a 6, this
3.
is that moment. Ah! All right. The light's gone into it and it's glowing
Ow.
from within. You can hear this kind of going on.
I'm going to keep running up, and I want to get to the deck of the ship because it's still daylight, right?
Yes, it
so I
is,
want to
yeah.
I want to keep going up.
All right. Okay. What are you going to do? Come at her or get out of here?
Well, can I like just knock the candle out of her hand?
You can make an
Yeah.
attack, make a dodge.
Oh, not very good. 68 dodge. No.
9.
And now it's gone dark.
Damn it.
You can still see some one light coming from above as you're in the
candle's out.
blackness with it.
Right.
I don't know if I need to do that anymore. But
No, we crossed that. What are you going to do?
Scream.
Let's hear it. All
I
right.
hear the shriek from downstairs.
What are you doing upstairs?
Getting to the top.
Yep.
Up there.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to look around, start screaming, bellowing, hoping that maybe the guys have not gotten that far away. They're going to hear my screams for help.
You
or
can
something.
see out there, there's the Falcon.
Oh, it's there.
And
oh,
you can
excellent.
hear the sound they are beating to quarters as they are pointing 60 cannon at this ship. They are waiting for the signal.
Good.
1
Great.
minute.
Wonderful.
It went so well last time.
All right. You scream. That's it. That means
Yep.
there's just paralysis. You get to attack again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
No, you haven't got her yet.
Okay, right.
Because she keeps on dodging, or you keep missing. You need to study thing 1.
Yes.
All right. Or as we should call you, the I can't pronounce it.
Adam Brawley?
Adam Brawley.
Adam
The
Brawley.
living darkness.
The mouth is open.
In the
Pour
summer
in.
dust. All right. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Bad time to scream. Make an attack roll.
Yep.
With your
Come
attack
down
chance.
and help me.
Make a dodge.
I can't see shit. I'm so scared. You should have left when I
39.
did.
Okay.
46.
I think I did. Yes.
46.
Yes, I did.
All
I
right.
did dodge.
Okay. You chase her around the kind of the masters here. As she's pinwheeling kind of back towards the stairs.
I'm gonna
You
punch her
manage
in
to,
the face.
this kind of like just darkness, and as it kind of completely splits out of the body of Hugel and hits the floor, it's like a shadow running in. It's like you're being attacked by the carpet as this kind of shadow, and now it's putting up kind of tendrils of blackness all around you as it's popping up from below.
I've got a knife. I'm just
do.
gonna.
Okay, all right.
Slash
As you, so have a go. Now, as you kind of, as it comes in kind of under from where the light comes now below, you notice that being in blackness, it's starting to pull itself back together. So it's actually healthier
good.
than it was a minute ago.
Right.
So you get
Well.
D6 hit points back, monster.
Great.
PvP Cthulhu, it's a thing.
Yes.
So you had
One,
3
roll
hit
the
points
one,
left?
Roll the one. Mm-hmm. So you had 3.
So you had 3 left?
Oh, I did it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
add
right.
1d6.
Okay, cool. 1.
4 hit points, in
All right,
with the
all right.
knife.
All
It's
right.
come at you, there's light coming down from above. This is pivotal.
No.
All right.
I don't even have enough.
What are you doing
You know what?
upstairs?
How much luck have I
How
got?
far away is the actual Falcon? Like in terms of the distance? swim.
Well, yeah, you could certainly swim across.
Okay, cool.
That'd be fine.
All right.
Everything's
sweet.
fine.
Can
Like,
I
are they
use-
like literally like any moment? Do I know from my thing that I don't have a whole lot of time? Do they
No,
see
no,
my
they're
signal?
waiting for your signal.
Oh, my signal.
Yeah, they're waiting for your
Oh,
signal.
oh, okay,
They're
cool.
not about to blow the ship
Okay,
out of the
cool.
water. They're ready to
All
blow
right.
the ship
In that
out of
case,
the
in
water.
that case, I am loading my pistols.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
4 rounds later. Okay, good luck, Adeline.
Can I,
Both of them, 8 rounds later.
They're not.
on a fighting
Pistols
roll?
aren't bad. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, they are.
Can
Okay.
I use my luck on the fighting on the knife attack roll? I have a
Um,
shitload of luck that I have not used.
yes, you actually can in 7th edition. You can use luck, but you
Great.
can't push.
This is going to be a lot of luck. I rolled an 83 and I need a 55.
Yes, it's about 30. Close
Yes.
enough. Someone can correct us on do the maths. All right, so you are changing that miss to a hit and pinning it. Roll your damage.
Yep. All right, 1d4 plus 2. Oh, it's gone. Hang on.
You know
Into the
drill?
shadows.
Okay. 3.
1 plus 2 is 3.
Yes.
And
I
has
have 1
4
hit point
points.
remaining.
Yeah! Fun, or should I say the cold? As remember, it ran under you, and now that darkness rising from all around and enveloping you in kind of a hellish night from which you may never escape unless you make a dodge roll, make an attack.
17. That's a hard
29.
success.
Oh, 26, sorry.
26. All right, so are you dodging up the stairs or are you dodging back along?
I'm dodging towards the light.
Well, that's going up. Okay. All right. The survivor has rushed up, so you're now up on that middle deck. You appear. You can look down. You can
Shit,
down, I
see.
can see it.
shit.
LeBlanc! LeBlanc, hurry! Quickly!
I've nearly got it, I think.
Get up here, quick!
Right.
Now, the malevolent entity. You can get her,
Right.
or you can go back into the bowels of the ship and pull yourself back together. Get back to 21 hit points.
That's pretty
Let's
good.
let them decide. They're a live audience, or they were last I looked. All right.
No, they're all
So-
living shadows.
Yes.
Get up,
All
get
right.
up, you reckon? Yeah.
I suspect they're on her side, so it comes at you. Roll your attack. Roll your dodge.
No.
66. I'm not rolling good.
That's a
That's
miss.
fine.
All right. As you can now see this thing kind of rising up, kind of boiling below her. Now you're 2 rounds away from her. 1793.
Hurry up!
All right.
Run up.
Throw my saber at
Do
it.
you want to turn around and stab
I'm
it?
going to stab it again. It's right there. If
All
it's
right,
coming at
okay,
me, yes.
great. This is going to be your last chance. It's just going to get you now. How'd you
I'm
go?
going to use some luck.
No, I think we're post-luck.
Post-luck.
Yeah,
60
stakes
is a
are
fail.
too high. All right, you stab down at it. And,
Do I roll anything?
Actually, no, I know what we're going to do. Yes, you can use luck. I shouldn't cheat.
Yes.
That's wrong, especially when it's
Okay,
PvP.
I'm going to use luck.
Use all the luck.
I only
okay,
need 5
bang.
for this one.
So you stab into it as it gets you.
Oh.
So basically,
Shit,
you're
double
going to
That's
like
fine.
stab at the moment. So roll your attack.
Yep. 85.
6 damage.
Dang!
Nail it! All
The
right.
power of France.
And
This would be so much easier if I had Plank.
all right, so it like dissipates in desperation. You can't kill it. You can't kill shadows. You
No.
can't kill darkness.
But it's not
You
trying to
cannot
eat
kill
me
evil.
anymore.
It is seeping into the boards,
Right.
which is held together by pitch. It is becoming the entire ship.
Time to go.
Everywhere they've used pitch to keep this thing afloat
Right.
is now you and you.
this is great. I've never been on a
joined
ship before.
together once because you are all the people that's killed.
great.
You are 90 people. You are Bertrand with his last moments. You're not those who jumped overboard.
Yeah.
You're not those who were killed thinking they were the thing. But you are enough, and you are legion. What are you things doing?
I'm in surging up to like
Surging
get both
up.
of them. It's,
Yeah, you have to go because you've got to go around the hull.
Yeah,
Where the pitch is.
yeah.
So, right, what are you doing?
I think we're just gonna form like an umbrella
Is
at the top.
LeBlanc still running up the stairs?
Yes.
Then the stairs are swallowing her.
All right.
Right.
They don't use pitch on the stairs.
Oh, bugger.
Bloody now, damn
In which case,
carpenter.
the pitch from the deck is flowing down the stairs towards her in a black wave.
So as the whole ship is
up.
running, you know what happens when you start to move the pitch that keeps the boat afloat?
Yes.
So you need to make dex rolls.
Let's go.
You're not going to make attacks. You're just more
Okay,
like the
yeah.
environment is going to attack.
We're running.
Am I all good? I can just peace out?
Pardon?
What's going on, mate?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You are seeing now that she
saw that
stabbed
happen.
it. It burst, and there was a moment of like,
Oh, good.
we're done, and then the whole boat starts groaning and rattling.
Nope.
All right, but can I still see?
I'm
Yeah, I
running
believe
towards
she's
you.
just
Okay,
running up,
cool.
running
Is
up,
she
running
close enough
up.
I can sort of grab her and...
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
All right, so I grab you by the arm again. And so I told you to hurry the hell up. And then we're going to run.
gotta go.
I'm just going to start pulling her towards the edge, and we want to jump off the edge
All
of
right,
the boat.
We want to
As I jump, I want to like signal the...
All right, the edge is the most dangerous because that is where you're on the side of the hull. That is where it's kind of coming up. Do you want to split and go different ways? If you split up, one of you might live. You
No,
can't
I'm
go
just
two
holding
ways
it.
at once.
No,
I think at the end of this,
we've
we're
got a
both
weird
just like,
dichotomy going.
Yeah,
There's an energy, you know?
Right.
Perhaps some sexual tension.
So, not at all. It's just dramatic, and he's quite the patriarch. But so the boat is rattling apart, bursting, coming at you. Both of you make your dexterity rolls.
9.
86.
86. You are
Give it a
just
roll.
one hand over, and this is, and she is just not quick enough because you're a man of action, and she's
a
been
shame.
to some nice meetings.
I
You're yelling out, getting ready for the signal. You can be safe and see your wife and daughters again.
And deliver the captain's message
and
to his
deliver
family.
the captain's message, or you can turn back to help her. What do you do? 3, 2, 1.
I turn back to get it.
And so that means you're going to get a bonus dice on
right.
that terrible dex roll. So just roll your 10s dice again and see if you can...
30,
a warning
yes.
shot. 30, that's it. You grab her. You've got to make a new dex roll.
Remember when I pissed it in a moment ago? 1.
Fantastic. All right. How are you leaving the ship?
We're launching over the edge. I'm grabbing her
All
again.
right. Are you getting the
Inelegantly.
signal
In
fire?
slow motion,
And then as
presumably.
I'm jumping, I'm like, I told you, I'm signaling.
The signal
And
of
hope for
fire. It's the most extraordinary moment as you leap into the air.
The cannonballs
There's
have
like
come towards
60 cannons are fired. As bang, all the smoke rises up, you're kind of jumping above it as all the pitch bursts apart. So it's like, was the ship obliterated by the cannon fire, or did the hull collapse? But it all collapses down. You guys hit the icy waters, miraculously avoiding all the cannon fire because I can't be that mean. Well, I can, but I shouldn't.
Is it dark, icy water?
The middle of the day.
There was all the clouds and the mist, and
There's a floating door, but there's only room for one of us.
Swim rolls.
Swim roll.
rolls.
Can I swim?
Yeah, no, this is my problem. Wait,
All right,
we
we're just
established
gonna
this
drown.
earlier. I'm not.
oh no, yeah.
No, I can't swim.
62,
Oh,
I cannot
no.
swim either.
You can't swim. All right.
grew up in a
You're
landlocked,
somewhere
country.
down there.
Can't swim.
As the bird jar, it's not one of those slow sinks.
No.
It's just more like the whole ship vanishes and the masts are there for a moment, and then they're just going to
Right.
fall in
Yes.
different directions.
Yes.
You cannot swim.
No.
But the coxswain Rousseau, who you made a critical persuade for,
Yes.
is ready to save you, and he rows out.
Just her or?
Make a luck roll.
A luck roll?
Yeah.
Remember when you convinced me to spend 35 points of luck on a fucking first aid roll for the monster? No. Can I spend luck?
Luck? That's recursive.
No, I failed.
The ship would reassemble itself. All right, okay. That means they do come for you, but as the things have said, the water is dark and icy, and it's pulling you down.
Can I push the luck roll because I'm thinking about not just my
you
wife
might
and
wanna-
children, but the
You're going to make a swim roll now to outswim.
outswim the nonsense.
Yeah.
All right.
Come be with Dupois.
Join us.
Nah, Dupois is a tough hang.
Yeah.
6.
This dark wave, you are surfing it, body surfing it,
Yeah.
and loading a pistol as you go.
It's been 4 rounds, right?
You get your hold up and the boat rolls away as whatever happened here sinks and dissipates, and that shadow goes down to the bottom of the ocean, down to the groundwater, and down into France, because it's March 1793 and the madness is just beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you for coming to Arcanacon, which is a superb, welcoming, and wonderfully run convention where story is king. Thank you for both of you on Twitch watching. Good job. Or on the playback. Huge thank you to Arkenforge and Dante. It's a wonderful tool. I just can't use it under pressure in front of a stage audience, but it does everything you want to. So look that up on arkenforge.com. And thank you to Chaosium for hosting us.
Behind you, come on, Arkenforge.
Hey, excellent. Hey,
Our first go at this, this first use of this technology in this way, what you are seeing is brand new. It has never happened before. What you are seeing is brand new. It hasn't happened before. These guys are completely breaking new uses of amazing technology to add a depth to role-playing that is the future, and it is super exciting. These guys have been working approximately 36 hours straight to do this, so thank you to them. And thank you for them also just for having the guts to say, yeah, we can do this. We can make this happen. Even when about 18 hours ago they were thinking maybe it wasn't. So, but it's all come good. And thank you so much, wonderful players, wonderful, always the outstanding GM of GMs. So thank you guys.
Thank you, everyone. And I must acknowledge David Harris, who wrote this scenario, and he's a genius. You can see, find the excellent, it was so creepy. It's exactly 400 words long, and every word is destructive. And thanks to Kelly Grant and Penny Love, who wrote the characters, and I'll have forgotten some people, and I'll feel bad about that for days. Thank you all, and particularly Richard, Alex, Melody, and Brian. All right, and when you're going to bed tonight, count the number of shadows. Bye.
Thanks, Mark.
Check the faces on the floor.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Well done, everyone.